Hello everybody and welcome to PropDog Friday live thingy-majiggy. So yes, well done Finley. Finley, you're there first mate. We've got an awful lot to chat about today. So much going on. Yes.
I've told you about lying.
I do not lie. I don't.
What's that then?
What's what?
Your big nose, mate.
You notice?
It's Pinocchio.
I was hoping nobody noticed. It's my new nose tip I'm working on, but you really saw that?
No, not really.
Damn it, oh, you didn't? Yes!
There wasn't enough hair coming out of the
Still
nostrils.
got hope. I hope everyone is well, and I hope everybody is still healthy and still virus-free and still no zombies out there. So, what we've got to talk about today? Let's read off the list what we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about
haircut.
Jason's haircut. Yeah, he's dyed his hair and he's been doing a bit of running. He's lost a little bit of weight, so he's still needs a little bit more there, mate. So yeah, no, Jason is not well today. So well, he's not well, but yeah, family stuff. So Jason's not with us today. So Mike was going to be here anyway, so this worked out even better. So Mike hasn't been around for a little while.
That's why I'm wearing the shirt.
Yes, yeah,
Very
nice to
smart.
see you've had a haircut, by the way.
I have.
You guys missed Mike last week. Well, not last week, just for the lockdown. For the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've been seeing Mike with a mullet.
Mullet Mike.
Literally, it's been down here, big curly hair down the back there, and yeah, nice to see you've had a haircut, mate.
There goes my reputation.
It's knocked 10 years off you, literally, like that, boom.
Yep.
There you go. Right, so yeah, so we are going to be talking today a little bit about Rubik's Art by G Magic. You may notice a little something behind us, a little Einstein. I mean, we're not really meant to reveal the Einstein until part of the show, but this is not a professional show. We're not a stage show. You get it. We're going to talk about the Magical Mentalism Tour by Mellers. That's Alex's book corner. The TF Dice by Chris Wu.
Woo!
Woo! Ultimate McDonald's Aces by Jean-Pierre Vallarino.
Woo! I like that
Wow,
one.
I'm going to do a Mexican wave. We've got to start off.
okay,
We could do a
good.
double hand like that.
Go on. Woo! Oh, you hang on. You start.
Have you ever done a Mexican wave?
No.
I'll drop me
That's an Argentinian wave.
Forget that.
By the end of the show,
An
we'll have
Australian wave.
it. No, never mind.
I've done it.
On one hand.
It's feeling like
We're
a long
terrible
show.
at this.
It's feeling like a long show already.
Okay, that's
Oh,
already
yeah,
been
yeah.
an hour.
No, we're not doing that.
We need to work on that. We're not a boy band here. 3MG. Oh, okay. Magic at the Bar by Chris Randall, and we're going to talk about SMS by some bloke.
Who's that by?
Oh, you are kidding, right?
I can't remember his name now.
Wayne Dobson.
The legend.
The legend.
Dobbo the legend.
I saw him this
you know
week.
him, but yeah. Do you what?
Sorry, I went down to see him this
Does
week.
he watch the shows?
He does, yeah.
Yo, Wayne, how you doing, buddy? Initial Shock by Alex Latour and Mark Mason, and Bolted by Jared Manley. So, bolted.
Brilliant.
I tell you what, you can actually make a really good story from actual trick names. You've got like Bolted by Jared Manley, Out of the Blue. What else we got? Do you know what? I reckon we should create there's a challenge for somebody out there. Let's create a story using nothing but the names of magic tricks. Because you think about someone.
That's clever.
Yeah, that's a good
There are
idea.
some really good ones out there. Maybe we should do that. There you are. A challenge. Right. Okay. So I think for next week, if any of you guys do it, write a short story.
No more than
Not load, not a long
100
one.
words.
Yeah. Let's say you've got to use 20 tricks, and it's got to be a story. And the best one we will give a £50 PropDog voucher.
I was going to say a thumbs up.
No, we'll give a £50.
We'll say thank you.
A £50 PropDog voucher to the best story.
Proper prize.
Okay, a minimum
I
of
might
20
enter that.
tricks long. All right, no, let's say 25. 25, because what we'll do is
£2
we'll
a
post that trick on the actual PropDog blog in the PropDog Lounge. We'll post that as an article in the PropDog Lounge.
Cool.
And yeah, £50 prize to the best article. So get your thinking caps on, guys. You can use tricks, books, DVDs. Because let's face it, I mean, some of the stuff we've got here got the most
And then
ridiculous names.
Alex can read it next week.
I can read it and judge the story.
I'm just trying to look for some of the DVDs and just thinking some of the names. But yeah, there are.
I
Some
was
amazing-
bruised, and
Yeah.
then
Right.
there was
Shuffle.
no
Then,
smoking.
should we say it can be any
Strip.
trick name, or has it got to be one we stock? What do you reckon?
No, any trick. No.
Any
As
trick.
long
Any
as-
trick,
as long
as long as it's genuinely a trick of the name, a trick with a name. And try not to use.
I got collared by the old Bill. Oh,
Yeah, try not to use too many words in
Don't
between.
give it away.
You can use the odd word in between, so maybe a couple of ands, there's, ats, whatever, but try not to put proper long words into it. So don't put, I don't know, interpreting magic at the local pub with
Yeah.
Bruce Servon's notebook or whatever. Yeah, try and keep it together. But anyway, there we go. Just thought of that on the spot. Right, where were we? Right, so
hang on, can we just mention Virtual Triumph?
no.
Okay.
We do have to mention Virtual Triumph. So we did talk about Virtual Triumph last week, and I forgot his name now.
Adrian Lacroix.
Lacroix. Well, Lacroix or Lacroix, I'm not quite sure, but we apologise, Adrian Lacroix, how we're pronouncing it. But we did a live demo of it last week. You guys may remember. And we did mention about crediting and stuff, didn't we?
I was a bit harsh because although
Really?
it's a very good trick.
I've got to go.
But as far as we knew at the time, he hadn't credited, say, the Bob Hummer principle or Cooney Fujiwara for Ingenious, who published something very similar in Ingenious Japan and the Impossibilities books.
But to be fair, because we watched it again to think, well, why did we miss this? And we waited right till the end. And he said, thank you very much, thank you. And that was the end of the DVD. We did watch that point.
And the screen did go blank, didn't it?
Yes. And then afterwards, after we'd finished after it goes blank, there was some crediting on there. So we do apologise. We should have watched it a little bit further. But we didn't kind of think to watch further than the end of...
Hello, love.
Yes?
The good news is everyone likes the trick, and
Don't
it's
jump on the keyboard.
we've only got 2 left. So
yes, so there we go.
So sorry about that.
Thank you, Bobo. Right, okay, yeah. So apologies for that. So right, on with the show then. Let's have a look, see who's joining us today. So Finley, yeah, well done, mate. First on again. Back on top, Finley. Back on top. Hooah. Finley, we should have a leaderboard just for who's on top, shouldn't we? There we go.
Well, Robert popped in yesterday, and he assured me that my £50 on him being first on was guaranteed. So
Yeah. Well, I had a bet with Finley as well. I organised it with Finley on the Guat. Right, Finley, Jake, Matthew, Robert, Sean, all of you, Robert, Liam, Owen, afternoon, hello, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all for joining. Otter, Otter says, hey guys, still on the run from the authorities after you leaked that footage. Yeah, sorry about that, Otter, I just kind of slipped out there, mate, so thought it was quite funny. Otter, so we mentioned just a second ago, we're going to mention Magic at the Bar by Chris Randall. So what we're mentioning with that, do you want to, let's show it across. This is the DVD. We got a few of them in. We thought, well, that's going to be pretty good. And I watched the trailer. The trailer looks pretty damn awesome. And yeah, it's been on the shelves. I haven't really sold many of them. And Alex thought it would be a good thing to have a little look at and do a review. So Alex did a review. And the review is on... It's on
blog.
YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's not on Facebook. It's on YouTube. You can put it on Facebook if you want, and it's on the blog. So go to the blog and have a look if you want to see the review. And this is well. Would you like to sum up your review?
Well, the thing is, so when someone starts at PropDog, you always play a prank. So eating those Reaper chilies, for example,
Duncan Jason's head in the water.
Yeah, was horrific.
Yeah.
That I would rather have eaten a Reaper chili than sit through that a second time.
You don't mince your words, do you?
I've got some Reaper chilies if you want to put your money where your mouth is.
I've already watched it once. I've already watched it once. I'm sure it must be quite old. I'm sure he's grown up to be a marvellous, entertaining magician, but he isn't on that. And I think so one of the tricks is called the greatest pickup trick ever. And that kind of shows you how he comes across in a bar. If you think of someone who is kind of socially inept, a bit of an obnoxious slime ball, with a pack of cards who might go up to a woman and use the word penetration in the first sentence.
Was the first thing you showed me there. Yeah, it's the first sentence, penetration. The first sentence you said to me was the first word.
Yeah.
Check out the sentence. Yeah, penetration. A little innuendo there. Yeah, he did come across a little bit slimy. I was not very impressed with some of the sleights he was using, considering this is meant to be stuff that he does all day, every day, and he's highly practiced. I mean, there's some nice ideas there, but yeah, really plain magic, and I only skimmed through it. Some not very good sleights, and you weren't impressed at all with the whole thing at all, were you? So really,
no. So his handling of the coin and bottle is pretty much the one that comes on the PDF with the bottle. You know, none of even the tips that Faye Presto has put into anything like that. The vanishing bottle, he put it in a paper bag and crushed it like
very
you would
plain,
do.
very ordinary, and
Yeah.
So,
just
yeah. So because of that, Otto, you did mention maybe it's something that you should review in your own little Way Otter. So there was one of these.
He might disagree, of course.
Well, there's one of these in the post on its way to you, Otter. So do watch it, and then if you fancy giving it an Otter review, please give it an Otter review, good or bad. If it's good, just say it's good, or do something, you know, celebrate with some glitter, confetti. If it's bad, do your thing, Otter. Do your thing, buddy. There we go. So yeah, Magic at the Bar with Chris Randall. We've got 4 left in stock. If anyone wants some, let us know. We will give you them for half price. How's that? Which is what we bought them at. In fact, that's less than we bought them at. So, right, okay, let's move on.
You can always send them to someone you don't like, of course.
Yeah, what a good prank.
That would be a good tip.
April 1st?
Yeah.
I'll stand at the end.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris, if you're watching, mate, I'm sorry, but yeah, don't really shit like that if you're going to, if you don't want the feedback. Anyway, right, Walter, afternoon. Charlie's there. Hello, Charlie. I hope all is well. Josh, hello, Josh. Great seeing you both on Wednesday. Yeah, I miss you. I was working from home on Wednesday, Josh, so I miss you, I'm afraid, but I hear the guys...
Hold on, he's working from home now?
No, I got a load of stuff to do on the computer. So Thursday, Friday, I work. Sorry, Thursday, Friday.
Someone's got to check the nets and the traps and everything else.
Of course, yeah.
Eddie Grant says, hi lads, hope you're all fighting fit. I'm fighting fit. Mike is just fighting. Steve says, hi all. George Grayson, hello mate. Hey George. Hey George, did you like the new intro? Did everyone like the new intro? So thanks again to Rob Bradbury for another amazing intro. And George, if you didn't see it, you starred on the intro, mate. You were there in your full glory. So yeah, Sean Mann is says hello. Robert Van Buren, hello prop doggers. Chris Kelly. Theo, oh yeah, you did. I've just seen your comment, George. You did see it. You like that. Andrew Vaughan, hello, you magical people. Happy Friday. And hello, you magical person, Andrew. Robert Van Buren says, hi, Mike Sullivan.
Hi, Robert.
Josh Crayford, Mike's back. Good to see you. Yeah, it's about time, Mike. You've been hiding away during these lives.
No, I've been busy.
Right, well, we're not good enough for you. We know. Yeah, busy. Doing what? Eating? Growing your hair?
Well, all right. Okay. I know where the fridge is.
Moving house. You've been moving house.
I've been moving house. Yeah, that took 3 weeks.
Yeah. So Matt's there, Matt Harrisley. He says, hey, did my first order from you guys today after seeing you go the extra mile on products. Thanks, Matt, much appreciated, and thank you for joining us. I hope it's the first of many. Michael Cooley says, hi, Adrian Tritton. Yay, mate. Or he says, yay, Mike. Sorry, yeah. All right, Mike.
Got a bit of a fan base going here, guys. Off you go.
George Grayson, hey, Mike. Hey, everyone says, hey, Mike. No one said, hey, Dave and hey, Alex. Yeah, have they? Or hey, Bobo.
Crying out loud.
Just Michael Grimmer, afternoon people and Bobo. There
people.
You go.
There you
go.
People.
People and birds.
Andy Tigley, hello mate. I hope all is well. Andrew,
Jesus got some colour in him.
Sure, man. Theo says this is the first time I've tuned in live. Been watching them on YouTube. Thanks for joining us, Scott. I hope you enjoy the live. It's so much fun watching it afterwards. Oh, it's Theo. Sorry, yeah. Theo Scott. Timmy, hello Timmy. Timmy phoned me earlier. Apparently it was quite funny during the lockdown. Not during the lockdown. My brain is gone today. What is it? Just too much information. Not that it ever was working properly. During the Paul Martin hoop thingy.
Hoopla.
Yeah.
Hoopla.
Hoop and glass. Hoop and glass masterclass.
19 minutes and 12. No, 1 hour, 19 minutes and 12 seconds. Jason does like a little Tourette's. Timmy.
Does he?
Yeah. For no reason. So, Timmy. Timmy phoned me. He thought it was funny. I thought it was funny as well.
Doesn't have to watch that back now.
So Jason's at home watching now, I presume. Anyway, so hello, Jason.
We'll use that as a drop-in.
So check it out. 1 hour, 19 minutes and 12 seconds. For some reason, Jason, you say Timmy. Quite funny. Right. Anyway, good afternoon, Timmy. He says, I'm on my way to see Adrian Tritton. If he can prise himself away from the screen to open the doors for me, tell him I'll be there in 2 minutes. I'll be there in 2 minutes, mate. Martin says, good afternoon, everyone. Great to see you guys. And thank you for joining us, Martin. Andrew Vaughan, hello, you mad... Oh, that's a repeat.
Magical people.
They repeat sometimes, don't know why. Yeah. Hi, Jason.
Jason.
Says,
Hi, Jason, looking well.
Kevin Peel, good day, doggers and Bobo. Freddie says, hi, it's Freddie. Can't wait to visit the shop tomorrow, and thanks so much for the gift.
I'll be here.
May 18th. So, Freddie, we won't be here today, but Mike will be there tomorrow. Sorry, Mike will be there. So, Mike will sort you out. And I'm sorry that you had to see him, but Adam says, afternoon, gents. Best part of the week starts now. Yes, PropDog Friday. Come on, Bobo. Don't you be chewing the Wiser wallet. Let's caught the nose tip, but they didn't see your sparkle powder moustache, Dave. Brett Davies, in work again. Enjoy the live, guys, and thanks for the advice on this Capology for beginners. Count me in for any giveaways. Are we doing giveaway? Yeah, we can. I'm sure we can give away something today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give away some bar magic by
Yes.
Chris Randall. Nice
That's
PropDog
losing.
Live, enjoying it with a nice glass of whiskey. Shut up, Sebastian.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Yeah, we don't want to know. Mila took the gin home today as well. Yeah, she's on the train now. Yeah, Mila, she's just doing that. Josh says, thanks for the recommendation for Kids Magic, Jason. Loving the Rubik's Cube, says George Grayson. Robert Van Buren, great to try out the hoop and glass at the shop on Wednesday. Yeah, Robert, you emailed us about the hoops. We are getting them in. We're just waiting for delivery on them. So did they say when it will be?
I don't know. No.
Well, yeah, they're not bought in the UK. We've had to get them imported from abroad.
I think wasn't Paul going to bring in one or two that he had? When we're going to?
Yeah, he said he might have one or two spare, didn't he? That he's going to bring.
We'll let you know, Robert. We'll let you know. We're doing our best because we're all very, very keen.
Peter says, good afternoon, guys, and thanks for sending the tie. Fast. Love it. Tie fast?
The tie.
The
pump
tie.
up
The
tie.
tie.
Fast.
Fast.
Love it. Yeah.
Quickly.
Commas, Peter, commas. Yeah, glad you like it, Peter. And who was the other one? Roy Brownlow, you should have got a tie as well. So I picked the very nicest tie. Do send you, honestly. Enjoy it. Wear it with pride. Have I been drinking today? Has Mila put something in here?
Yeah.
I swear I'm a little bit. Ooh.
Josh has not been around, has he? For the
No,
last,
I know that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been anywhere.
Thanks, Alex, for checking. Thanks, Alex, for checking YouTube out. I'll be making more videos soon.
Yeah, do Josh, 'cause it was good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes. By the way, guys, as you know all about the PropDog Lounge now, it is up and working. We mentioned in the comments as well. We were having some issues with the top of the props, but that is now sorted. So if you go to the top banner, the top of every page, it says top of the props. You go on there and there's a little poll or two on there. So we give little polls about different things like who's your favourite comedy magician or children's magician, what's your favourite magic TV show for the last 20 or 30 years, little things like that, your favourite card, whole gimmick, and we're going to be putting new ones up every couple of days. So do keep an eye on that, put your vote in it. Once you voted, it shoots to the top of the page. So it looks like your vote is registered on something else, but it's not. Just scroll back down, your vote will be on there. And if any of you guys want to write any articles, please do send them in. Articles and stories is what we're looking for. So
Funny stories.
Yeah, if you've had any, it's on there. We've got a couple already. So if you've had anything happen to you at a gig or just while doing magic, anything that is funny or just an interesting story, magic related, please do send it in to us. We'd love to put it up there. And if you've got any articles, say you want to do an article on the best type of magic wand or your experience with getting gigs or something, anything to do with the magic. Approaching tables, yeah, anything you want. Heckler stoppers like that. Do send them on in, and we'll always give you a little reward or two for anything you send in. I think that's
thanks everyone who has. So
yeah,
Charlie
make some reward points. Yeah.
Charlie Robinson sent in one about him at school, bending the forks
Yes,
at school, which is very nice. So thanks for that, and thanks for all the reviews that have been coming in. We're getting more product reviews in, which is really useful.
That's
really
also
helpful.
very
So
good.
thanks
Yeah,
for that.
especially the bad ones, because it's good for letting people know if there is anything bad. There's probably a ton of things here that we've never even looked at that's actually really bad, and you guys know it, but us guys don't. So
it's too much.
right, and he's particularly he says thanks for debut. It's great made. Okay. Right. Debut.
Yeah.
Although Tyler Lunsford on his YouTube review channel did for some reason give it a 9 out of 10. Can't work out why, but Tyler, maybe you should try going out and doing a few gigs and using it, mate, and see how you get on. Or even just using it. That would be good.
Yeah.
Josh says, Jason, I hope all that magic you bought was worth taking up the whole shop. Finley says Wayne Dobson is a legend, isn't he just? Shame about that bloke who works with him. Alan Robinson's there. He says, hello, gents. Hello, mate. I hope all is well. Pete Meacham. Hi, all. At work. In awful protective PPE. Seeing patients, but hope all is well. Yeah, all is good. Thank you, Pete. And I hope you're well.
Stay safe.
Thank you for everything you're doing, mate. Yeah, stay very safe and healthy. Jonas says, hi, guys. Whatever they say, we are innocent. Yeah, you and Ottar and your... Paramania. Alan McDougall, hello mate. He says, hey Dave. Jason says we have proof, Jonas. We have photographic evidence. Andy Tigley, thanks for debut. It was great. I've done a great trick with it, made it disappear, and after it went in the bin. Wow, what a disgraceful trick. Thank you, Andy. That's more like it. Chris Gillender says, woo. He is a really good Chinese bloke. Sorry, Alex.
I just say Miguel Gomez's book is really, really good. A Joy of Magic. It does contain a DVD, and it's a wonderful book on card magic and yeah, the magic that he loves and his life's work on cards. It's brilliant. And yeah.
It's gone quiet.
And he's a really, he's
You just killed that, haven't you, mate?
he is a really nice Spanish bloke.
Hang on a minute, hang on.
Oh, we need a tumbleweed, don't we, or something?
I was refreshing my memory last week, and you know what it's.
Oh, you need notes, don't you?
Shut up.
Vinny says, shall we email in the story? Yes, Vinny, mate, you can email it. You can send it by Facebook or text, whatever you want, mate. It's good. Even just send it to one of us by WhatsApp if you need to as well. Art says, well done for Jonas. Sorry, he said, we're done for Jonas. He says, we're done for Jonas. Run. George Grayson, level 1 mixed with fragment might look good for social media.
Well, so Christian Grace does do a gimmickless fragment that he calls Vortex that he had out long, that he actually showed to Justin Flum, I think, who released fragment.
We showed it on the live a few weeks ago.
So actually the way Christian does it has always been with a fragment style effect, but fragment's really a Vortex style effect, which I'm digging a hole.
Jonas says, me run, I'm taking a taxi.
Let me get you one of those hammers.
Yeah, I can have yeah.
Theo says, this is my first time watching live instead of on YouTube. Thanks, Theo. It's a lot better. But we've already said that one. That's a repeat, isn't it? Why do they repeat like this? It's weird. Adam's there. Adam Hempstall. Hello, mate.
Afternoon, Adam, mate.
He says, afternoon, lads. Afternoon.
Hello from Canada. Blimey.
Michael Cooley. Oh, yeah, we've got all over the world now, mate. We've got a couple in Florida join us on a regular basis now as well. Yeah, so John, hello, John from Canada. John Byung. Michael Cooley, any new kids magic?
Well, yes, we have. Some. We've got.
But none of us.
Yeah, Jason was going to dem a few things because he's not here today. We're going to save that until next week. Jake Allen, I might try. I might just buy Magic at the Bar just to see how bad it is. Yeah, Jake, if you want it, mate, we'll give it a half price. In fact, we may even give some of them away if anyone wants them today. Yeah, but it is. Yeah. Make your own opinion about it. Nigel Quinn says, Ali Cook in the house. Check out Ali's upcoming lecture on the Ollie Hour. Yes, it's on Facebook. If you just go to his Facebook page, if you go to Magic Week, he mentioned it on Magic Week as well. That'd be well worth a check out. Ali has some very, good experience and background to talk about. So, yeah, been around for a long time. And, yes, I mean, I first heard of Ali in Monkey Magic. Ooh, that's 15 years ago, long time ago. Yeah, so yeah, definitely worth checking out the lecture. Raj says, top 5 new or old tricks are quick or visual.
We're going to talk about some visual stuff, aren't we, with JP?
Yes, we're going to talk about something in a minute. The top 5s or 10s or whatever we're going to save for the board, and we'll talk about them as we go on the board over there, Raj. So yeah, if we do them now, we'll all get mixed up.
I think for social media, actually Mila came up with a great social media list of tricks that every magician already owns that are purely visual style tricks.
Yeah, they're in the lounge.
In the PropDog Lounge, we've got top 5s. Have we got any on those? Are we?
Yeah, we've got Mila's top 5.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Thanks, Jason. Yeah.
Jason's on the ball.
Yes.
Even though he's at home, he's still.
Brian Robson, where do we send the stories to? Just email us, Brian. Yeah, just info@propdog.co.uk, or just contact us on Facebook. Anything is fine like that. David Harris, afternoon. Next story. Hi guys. Ben Allen, afternoon all. Good to see Mike. I don't of the camera. Huh? Good to see Mike. I don't of the camera. Okay.
Off the camera.
Whatever that means, Ben.
Good to see you, Ben.
Okay. This is the thing. When I'm reading these, okay, I've got to put up with people typing fast and not looking what they're doing. So it's not all my speech problems. Honestly, it's not all my. It's all from them. Yeah. It's weird because I do have problems with my speech. I speak too fast. I mumble. Sometimes I can't get the words out. But when I'm gigging, perfect. It's like people who stutter.
You're in a comfort zone.
People who stutter when they sing,
yeah,
they're perfect. Or if they try and do an accent, they're perfect. It's the same with you. When I perform, I'm switch on.
I agree.
But normally I have all kinds of speech problems. I have since I was a kid. Yeah, Mum never. I asked my mum when I was really young, do I need to get help with my speech? She said,
have you been tested?
You'll grow out of it. Never did.
What was that?
I've got by though. I've done all right. I've got by.
You've done very well.
If I slow down and think about it, I'm quite good. But then I just immediately go back. Anyway, right. Martin's
fishing.
Martin Bosman says, are you going to review the TF dice? Heard awful things about it. Hey guys, we are going to talk about it.
Awful things?
Yeah.
Who's it by?
Awful things.
We're going to give you an honest review.
It's by Chris Wu.
Well, we'll give you an honest review of that. We're going to talk about it. These guys have looked into it a lot more. I don't know too much about it at the moment, but we are going to look into it, and they've done a little bit of research on a few other things to make it a little bit better. We'll talk about that very shortly, though, guys. From what I hear, though, a lot of good points, a lot of bad points. It's kind of a bit of a mixed one. Bit of Marmite trick, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Josh Wood, he says, all right, guys. Dave Bonney, hello, mate. I hope all is well. Ben Allen says, afternoon all. Nice to see Mike in front of the camera. Yeah, about time, Mike. Where you been?
It's better than us staring at him behind the camera.
We can only put up with Mike in very small amounts.
doses.
Yeah. So get him
Small
in.
doses.
Well, after this, we'd have had enough.
I'm being
for a few
quite
weeks,
conservative today, though.
You
You have so far.
Yeah, we love you. You're being distinguished, mate. Yeah. Well, you are the oldest one here, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. I can't believe
For
it.
about 30 years. Yeah. James says hi, Mike. James Hobart. Gillian
Hi, James.
says, can you give a shout out to my dad, Eddie Grant? He's a big fan of your show. Hello, Eddie Grant. How you doing, mate?
Eddie.
Yeah,
Eddie.
nice to have you join us. Well, I hope you're
Is there a
watching.
singer called Eddie Grant?
There is a singer called Eddie Grant.
It's not the same
There's
person.
a magician called Eddie Grant. Do you know that? He's watching the show.
Gosh.
apparently. Yeah.
Sang Electric Avenue.
But yeah,
That's right, yeah.
thanks Gillian and Eddie for joining us. And George says, didn't you see the bit? Didn't see the first bit of the intro, but really excited to watch it on YouTube. Yeah, you can just check it out.
when we stop.
Yeah. So Rob
ready.
Bradbury, who does all the artwork, Rob is in Australia. Rob does the artwork for us. He never charges us. We've always said, if you want something, we can help you out. But he just does it out of the kindness of his heart. It must take him so much time to do.
They're
so,
great.
Rob, I know you'll be watching later, Rob, and thank you so much. Honestly, we absolutely love these. That has made such a big difference at the beginning of the show. Rather than sitting there watching a boring screen, it's just interactive, it's funny, people love it, we get so many amazing comments from it, and it's great. And yeah, for little things, even like just finding little George on the show, managed to screenshot his face and put him on there, it's brilliant, utterly brilliant.
It's great.
Yeah, very Monty Python-esque, we love it.
We love the
yeah.
whole style of it. It's brilliant. It's
Yeah,
really
and if
fun.
you haven't seen it, Brad has very kindly done all the artwork for the categories within the Prop Dog Lounge as well. So
I'll help you with some faces.
Yes. All right, yeah. So we'll do a little library of faces for the next one.
That's
so,
what we're going to do.
There you go. There's a few there for you. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll give you
How's that,
some
Rob? Yeah.
material.
Look out for next week's one now. Hang on a minute.
It's going to come back to. That's going to come back to haunt us.
That will come back.
That's going to come
Don't know
back.
what.
Right.
No.
Theo says, love the lives. I'm coming in about 3 weeks. Hey, Alex, Bobo and Dave. Well, thanks, Theo.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
look forward to seeing you.
Yep.
If you come in on a weekday, we'll all be here.
If you come in on a Saturday, they won't be.
Yeah. If you come in on a Friday, you
I will.
might get to see Mike as well on a Friday. Not every Friday. But
Not
yeah.
every
Yeah.
Friday.
Steve Legg, he says, looking forward to getting my hammer. It's in the post, Steve. You should get
has
it
he got one of those cheap Chinese?
tomorrow.
Cheap
No,
Chinese.
no,
ones.
No, not cheap and nasty, tacky Chinese hammers. No,
No.
they're horrible. That's why we're selling them so cheap. Ooh, horrible hammers. Horrible hammers. Bob says, hey, Dave and Alex.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah,
Hey,
Mike.
Bob.
Revenge is sweet.
Charlie Robinson, when do
He
you get the
did that on
Pathfinder
purpose.
index in? When do you get the Pathfinder index
Oh,
in? Been wanting one of
we've
those
got
for
it in
ages,
about a month
and haven't
ago, I
seen
think,
them
was
on their own with a proper video, etc. It was about
A month ago, was it?
yeah, about that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned it on the live, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
We did, yeah. Where were you, Charlie? Yeah, Charlie was probably. Yeah, he joins us late sometimes, so yeah. Nigel says, hi Dave, Alex and Bobo. Great to see Mike's back. Celtic
Hi, Nigel.
Wanderer says, hi folks. First, brackets, can somebody classic
Classic
pass the comments section just above the post, please? So just above the post, please.
Basically, he wants to go up the top, doesn't he?
Right.
Oh, no,
Oh, so he's first.
See,
He wants-
he's first. He wants you to classic palm him.
Very good.
Very clever. But no. Yeah, cheat.
Gillian says, but that's what we've done that one
There's
already.
another Eddie Grant
we've
out
done
there.
the
Hello,
show,
Eddie.
There's 2 Gillian
No,
ones as
it's,
well. Yeah.
it's a repeat.
I
Isn't it?
know it's a repeat.
Adrian says he's not opening the door to that fella. Bang hard, Timmy, bang hard. Amber, she said, Bobo.
Yeah, she's
Mars
being-
Horton, hey guys, hello
festive.
Mars, hope all is well.
Hi,
Chris
Mark.
Gilders, another GP this weekend, Dave. Yes, another GP at the same venue. Amber, still going to be good though.
Oh, isn't it? Isn't it some Boston? Where is it?
Austria again.
But
There's
what's the name of
2
the
Austria
Grand
Grand Prix.
Styrian or something?
Well, because it was the Austrian Grand Prix, but they've obviously given it another name. So I don't know if the track name is Styrian or whether it's a local one, but they changed the name. But there's 2 British Grand Prix as well. So yeah, dreadful race last
what
week.
both at Silverstone?
Yeah. Do you know there was something like, I think
She's
there was
been
about
very
8 or 9
passive-aggressive.
people dropped out last week.
Did I?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, of course you
Yeah,
you
all
watch
kinds
it
of problems, yeah.
religiously.
Yeah,
She's
absolutely,
been
mate,
very
yeah, yeah,
passive aggressive today.
Yeah, she's not. She's after me, isn't she? Because I
good
keep on
mate.
moving the books away from
Maybe
you.
she's in season and fancies you.
Yeah.
Good luck with that one. Steve Lawrence, thanks for the light up. Would have been nice with some flash wool.
Yes, sorry, Steve. That was
his
my fault. So yeah,
Did you say you were going to send some?
I said I might surprise him with some, and then
Well, send them some.
I will send him.
Some ain't all the most. Don't piss off our customers. Without them, we're nothing.
Yes, sacked.
How dare you piss off our customers?
Oh, wait.
Well, the problem was I
Sorry,
didn't-
Steve. I'll
Are you
beat
going
him
back
up
there?
later. Yeah, there
Yeah,
we go.
I didn't know what colour he wanted.
Oh, the legend of Stan Airy, our new favourite man.
Stan,
Our new
you're a
favourite
dark horse
creator.
with your
Nice balls
Little
out.
balls,
Nice balls
Yeah,
out.
absolutely. Yeah, we-
Stan, actually, you better get busy because they have been flying out.
yes.
absolutely. If you haven't seen Stan's balls, check them out. They're
Mila is
the airy balls.
She,
Yeah.
Mila's been all over those.
Has Mila been all over Stan Airy's balls?
Just stop.
I knew where it was going, but I had to finish the sentence.
What's your name? Chris Randall? Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Right.
So I'll chalk that one up on the board.
But anyway, hello,
Sorry,
Stan.
Mila and Stan.
Josh says, what's that trick name with the door card revealed behind you? That'll be Ronnie
Little
Door.
door. I love this trick.
Legendary trick. Check it out. Check it out. Honestly, it is amazing, Josh. It is
And they
visual,
repackaged it. It looks really nice.
visual, fantastic for social media, fantastic for live. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah, well worth it. Mike Michaels, hello from the US. Hello, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Thanks for joining us, mate. What time is it in the US now? It's got to be about 8, 9. Well, depending
idea.
on what coach he's on. Yeah, about 8, 9 a.m. Get back to work, Mike. Simon Keane says, afternoon, guys. Charlie Robinson, Little Door. Thank you, mate. Matt Wainwright, think the bird just shat on the counter. No, she shat on the floor, mate. She shat behind the counter. Yeah, we saw that one.
we saw that.
That's how far behind. We're way behind now. We're about
Did
10
she
minutes
manage to
behind,
get the
20
ball?
minutes behind.
Let's say
Finley
some
says,
magic soon.
about the Pinocchio
Yeah.
nose at the start, Dave, does that mean you're lying to me about being first? It wasn't a Pinocchio nose. That was my nose tip. Yes.
Yeah.
The nose.
Should we do some magic?
Gin Drenched Mila will be shouting Uncle Ben at everyone on the train. Uncle Ben! Oh, that was funny. Well remembered, Chris. Sean Max says, hi David all. Anyone in the shop want a slice of my 50th birthday cake? It looks amazing. I'd share a pic, but you can't on here. Yeah, send it in. Send it in. But,
We all like cake. Well, I like cake.
Send it,
You
put
see,
it in your fridge or freezer, then send the fridge or freezer in. Right, let's do some magic then. So let's talk about, what, that one?
Let's do it first.
Rubik's Art.
'cause it's
All right,
first.
let's talk about Rubik's Art. So, yeah,
She's got the
come in.
dice. She's got the dice.
Bobo, come
Yeah, she
here.
had that dice as well. So
Right, now, Bobo, come here.
it's
Come
gonna
here.
be-
Come
We're
here.
going to be lucky if TF
Come here.
nice work.
Come
now.
here.
Shall I-
Bobo, come here. Come here. Come here.
She's
Up,
so obedient.
Up.
Not.
Come, good bird, that's it. Yeah, you come over there and you wait there. Perfect. Right, okay.
So if I come here, you can pass me the cube and we can.
Yeah. So this is the Rubik's Art by G Magic, and
It's a lovely prop.
as you can see, it is Madonna. It's not the best version of Madonna you can get, but there we go. And we're not going to go for the whole routine. There's lots of things you could do with it, but well, there's lots of things you can do with it. Can you see me right there? You see me right there. Yeah, but there's much more of a routine with it. But we're going to skip all that stuff. And I can't actually do a Rubik's Cube. I can solve all but one line of it. The other bit I have to keep looking up. But
You
what?
give it to someone to shuffle,
Yeah, all right, shuffle it as much
and
as
I'm
you
just
want.
going to mix it behind my back. And
Right,
I
so
won't
everyone
look
can
at
see
the
that. Now,
screen.
when you finish shuffling it, put
Can you
it
see me
down
mixing
there.
it? It's a genuine
Okay.
mix.
And whichever side is going to be face up is the side we're going to use. Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to keep it the same orientation. Okay. So we're not going to twist it this way or this way because it's got to match
Right.
on here. Okay.
Okay, so that's all the complete,
That's
genuine. I've got no
Yeah,
idea.
and we'll see. Right, put it on there. Right, so I've done nothing. Right, so we're going to pick it straight up. And we're going to twist it and put it straight in. And let's just see if this thing over here does indeed match. There we go. Is it? Oh, it matches perfectly. There you go. So that is Rubik's Art. Really simple to do. And there's obviously a lot more of a routine with it. But yeah, the amazing guys at G Magic have come up with this. And
It's a
it is-
nice prop.
Yeah, it's not all stuck together, by the way. This is a very solid metal prop on it. So yeah, that's does it come in a case?
It does. It comes in a
Yeah.
lovely carry case. It's got a handle. It's got a bag sheet to cover it with. Yeah, it's really good. And
There we go.
yeah,
Nice bag.
Perfect for your
I can't-
corporate routine, Jay. Got a little thing in there to cover it all with. You get spare Rubik's cubes as well, so you've got a nice little silky thing to cover it all up with.
Don't need to be able to solve the Rubik's Cube.
So yeah, not a close-up trick for obvious reasons. Not really much of a social media trick anyway. But if you are doing a large corporate event, then that will be a perfect one to do. And it's one of those ones where you can stick it on as a premium for your show if you want something stand up at the end of your show or something, or if you're going to get the director of the company or the product launch, whatever it is, and go from there. But yeah,
We've got a
very
Mario
nice.
as well. There's a Mario version.
Oh, is that? So we've got Einstein, Mario. Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, Einstein and Mario then. Yeah. So yeah, Rubik's Art.
Mario from Nintendo.
It is good. The downside.
Yeah, not from the kebab shop.
I didn't say that.
The famous Mario.
The downside to it is
I'm
the
50
price.
years old. You have to tell me these things. I don't know about Mario's.
I'm 49 and I know what Mario is.
All right.
There you go.
I'm
Right.
the
So
youngest
yeah,
for the first time in a long time. I'm the youngest, aren't I? Yeah, excellent.
and you're 48.
49, 47.
47, 49 and 50. God, the old boys. It wasn't long ago, and it was.
But I
like-
look the youngest.
It was Dean here who was 16, and yeah.
But I look the youngest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, anyway, so yeah, the only downside to this is the price. It is pricey. It is 399 quid. But again, that's all custom made.
It's a
metal
well-made
and
prop.
yeah, there's a really nice wave method for switching cubes and other bits and bobs in it as well. So yeah, that is Rubik's Art by G Magic. Right, a couple more comments and then we shall move on. And I think next thing we should talk about will be the ultimate McDonald's races. What do you reckon?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
love
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Unless you want to demo your one.
We could do my one.
Oh, let's very quickly talk about these as well, the bolted and tutorial shop. Right, so we've got the new releases in. They're not being shipped yet. They are on pre-release. So we've got the initial shock by Alex Latour and Mark Mason, which is pre-order shipping on the 20th of July, which is 10 days time. They are $37.99. We haven't had a look at it yet. All I know is what I've seen on the trailer. I kind of figured the method out, and it does look pretty good. I'm sure that's going to be a worker as well.
It's easy, isn't it? It's one of those Mark Mason effects that's really, it's
Yeah.
very visual, simple.
Yeah,
Good
Mark,
method.
Does what it
Mark's
says
known
on
for
the
this,
tin.
Yeah, Mark is known for releasing these tricks, so he'll weed out all the crap. And if somebody comes in with a good effect, like Alex Latour has there, and it's a good working effect, easily done at any environment, social media and live, yeah, Mark's going to release
Yeah,
them.
and you're not.
And,
Also, you're not stuck with. Well, this way, if the method is exactly how I think it is. You're not stuck with always the same card or anything like
Yeah.
that. So it's one of those
But-
things where you're.
it literally came in 3 hours ago, so we haven't had a chance to open it, look at it too much yet, but we will do that and we'll demo it probably next week. Bolted has come in. If you haven't seen Bolted, check it out. This is another blinder, I think. This is a brilliant card to impossible location. For me, I do ring to wallet, ring to sealed envelope and wallet after my ring flight routine. So for me, that is my impossible location, and I've quite often fancied doing a card to impossible location, but I can't really do that to my wallet because I've already done it with the ring. So this is the perfect opportunity. You know, you've done it with the ring, and afterwards, and so look, I tell you what, you know, take a card, sign the card. Well, you know what happened to my ring. Let's do the same with your card. Let's put it somewhere completely impossible. And you are, watch the trailer, but you are going to be putting it. You get a nice little holder in here, and you get the actual gimmick itself in here. Which is bolted, which is 2 bits of acrylic with bolts all the way through them, and that's where the card ends up. But we will talk about that and demo that possibly next week if we get time to
See
look at
that
it
being
between now and
quite
then.
a...
That is going to be a blinder, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, that is really good. So, and that's a Jared Manley effect. Jared Manley was the creator of, he did Omni Coins and the Pyroplastic and a few others. Jared is a special effects guru, so yeah, he's got a good mind on him. Right, let's move on. That Mike fella looks quite short next to you, Dave.
Not short.
Oh, well, you could have said that I look quite tall next to you, but there we go. I'll have to tell you about an idea I've got for a live. I was telling Alex about a little while ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
It involves
Oh,
short
yeah.
people.
Yes, it does.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah. Right.
I guess he's doing that then, isn't it?
Jason says she's not the first bird to shit on the count.
Thanks, Jason.
Matt Wainwright, hello mate, I hope all is well. He goes, maybe it's a feather.
No, she's done
no,
that as
it
well.
was a shit, yeah. Plenty of feathers around. There's a feather just fell off a minute ago. There you are. Is that one of yours, Bobo? In fact, it's quite funny because Bobo is afraid of her own feathers if they float. So her down feathers, which are quite small.
She's not happy about that, is she?
Not at the moment, yeah. Sometimes she gets really freaked out and she sort of rears up at it. So,
What? Look at the next question.
do we stock Rejoined Express? No, unfortunately, and we don't, mate. So we haven't got that. Amber says, got any magic that can be done from a wheelchair? It's hard to ditch things as pockets in the wrong place, and not to worry about the angle being so much lower and eye to eye with people. Ooh, difficult one, Amber.
Anything by Wayne Dobson?
You should have asked last time you were in. We could have gone through a load of stuff then with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's something not many people have looked at for obvious reasons. But Wayne is the perfect person to ask about this.
I think
Well, he's got all his no hand stuff.
he's
and-
got all his no hand
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
There's also, I think you've got
Look No Hands by Wayne Dobson. Yeah, absolutely. Check that out.
They're hard to get, but I don't think you've got the DVDs.
I'll
either.
tell you what, let's go. Amber, we'll email you or sort you out.
Yeah,
We'll have a
drop
quick think
us an
about it.
email. That'll remind us, and we'll have a little think about it. We'll get
Yeah.
a little
Yeah, I'll get
brainstorm
some
and go for
stuff
it. Yeah. So
together.
Neil Edwards, hello mate. I hope all is well. He says, I don't know if this is a good thing, but my wife walked in and thought I was watching what sounded like Monty Python. Yeah, I mean
Well,
we're
yeah.
pretty much
We're
Monty
proud
Python.
of the music.
Yeah,
Music's good as well.
Yeah.
Because we found it. I was just trailing through loads of music.
Right.
Yes.
Who's that?
Yes.
Afternoon, Jason says.
High praise
Chris.
indeed.
High praise indeed. Yeah. Nigel Quinn, TCC's latest Kickstarter has just
Ah.
gone live. What is it? I haven't seen it. Don't know. Spill the beans, Nigel. Davis West, are the top 5 lists ranked in a particular way, or is it just 5 effects that are favourites?
Vaguely.
It's our
That's
opinion.
ambiguous.
It's not the top 5. It's not the official top 5. I mean, it's like our top 50 on the website. The top 50 on the website, if I just listed exactly what it was, it just goes up Ring Flight Revolution, generic Ring Flight Revolution, BMW, Bonds Lopes, wallets, and it's all our stuff, and it'll just be the same stuff all the time. That's always the top 50. So we don't do the exact top 50. We do a representation of. Would that be a fair assumption?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think with those top 5 effects in the blog scenario, often, because it's only 5, there's very little to choose between them, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Different things for
'Cause we've
different
picked- we've put-
purposes.
Yeah, and we've picked the best 5, and also try and get in a mix there as well. So certainly with the resources on
Say yes to
misdirection, for example, you don't want them all to be books. You want your DVD in there and other things
Yeah.
like that. So it's kind of a bit of a mixed representation for something for everyone.
Yeah.
You
within
see,
top 5.
if it was a true top 5, it'd all be Wayne Dobson. Right?
Yes. If just in case Wayne's watching.
Wayne, make sure that this man, you never speak to him at a convention.
I'm giving you the death stare.
Yeah, I can
Well,
see what
see,
you're
I
doing.
still, well, you see, if I had a copy of Definitive Wayne Dobson, I might be swayed. I might know a little bit more about.
Give him yours.
Where would you get one of those?
Yeah. When
I'm
hell
the only
freezes
one-
over,
I'm
that's
the
when
only
you'll
one
get
here who
one of
hasn't
those.
got one.
Eamon says, hi guys, do you recommend the 2 Daryl books on your site? I know they've been around a while and I'm thinking about getting them. What does Alex think of them? Well, first of all, if it's by Daryl, just buy it. It's
Yeah,
brilliant.
they're great. They're
Full
reprints.
stop. Daryl is your seal of approval. But
Is
yeah,
he
what would you
thinking
say?
of the Puerto Rican?
Yeah, so the Puerto
Yeah.
Rican Gambler and
Definitely get them. They're good. They're reprints from Vanishing Ink, but they're
They are
they're
reprints.
great.
They're very good quality,
Great,
and it's
yeah.
Daryl
It's
not
Daryl.
not doing his easy self-working stuff that he brought out later in life. So not like the Ultramontian things. It's his proper
grab 'em.
working repertoire from when Daryl was hopping around and seriously impressing magicians at conventions with his lectures and so on.
Pleasure is
Entertainment pleasure, yep. And one of them has a snowshoe sandwich, which is
which is
absolutely
great.
brilliant. And I can remember when that came out, and literally every magician was trying to do that snowshoe sandwich. It's brilliant. It's got the top shot in it, which is where the top shot comes from. The top shot.
Oh, right.
So that was Daryl's, and he catches it between 2 other
Looks
cards.
like we're at
Yeah.
Puerto Rican.
Are we?
Secrets of a Puerto Rican.
Right, we might be out one of them. So yeah, they're absolutely super. It's got his
Well,
coin
shouldn't be.
work in it as well. They're brilliant. They're really good, but it's his sleight of hand stuff, so it's not the easiest material that Daryl's ever released
it'll
by a
keep
long.
going for a few months.
But it's really powerful stuff. Brilliant.
But at the end of the day, top tip Eamon, if it's got the word Daryl on it.
It's the only one I can find at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. If you've got any specific questions, just let me know. I mean,
It's a lovely book.
yeah, they're lovely.
Have we got many new books in this week? I know we got a load of books in today, but were many of them new or not?
A couple of new Magic of Japan, Shitego Takiki's book,
Yep.
however you pronounce it as well. Modus Operandi.
Our leash is back in.
Modus Operandi. Our Leech is back. Yeah, Modus Operandi looks really good actually. There's an old magazine called Modus Operandi, and they've put them all together and collected them all together. So should be some nice classic work in
that's
there.
the new Rock and Barrel.
Yeah, that's it. The new record, yeah.
Oh,
So check them out. They're on the website now.
great news, by the way, forgot to mention, at last, India has relaxed their lockdown. And by India relaxing their lockdown, that means our JOL order can come to us. We've been waiting for that since March. And in the JOL order is an awful lot of levitation devices. So, finally, levitation devices will be available very soon. They're on the way to us. We're just waiting for shipment and customs fees and export and all that kind of stuff. But yeah,
So just quickly, so it's your entertainment pleasure. You don't have to buy both at the same time, obviously, but this one's got the snowshoe sandwich in it and his psychological ace assembly, which are both brilliant.
awesome.
And they're not expensive, are
They're
they?
not expensive at all.
No.
No.
Freddie says, I'll add this to the lounge, but a funny story of mine. I was doing Brent Braun's burnt and torn restored card effect. When it came to the moment of ditching the torn piece, I sneezed and dropped the ball. So I have a similar story with a torn restored. I think I've mentioned this before on the live. Is when you do the burnt napkin effect, where you have the thumb tip, the little bit in there, and you pull the napkin through, and you burn the small bit and put it back in. Yeah. Well, I was at a nightclub doing that once, and somebody says, "Oh, can you do this effect? Can you do it with the burnt napkin?" I'm like, "No napkins around." So I went to the bar. So, "Have you got any paper tissues in it?" "No." "What have you got? Anything?" "Nothing, mate." So, "What about that? Money bags? You want some money bags?" Just I'll give it a try. So I did it with some money bags. So I got a money bag, pulled the corner off, put it on the thumb tip, picked up another money bag, went over to the group and said, "Okay, haven't got any paper napkins, but we'll do it with this." Did the thing, burnt it.
This is going, do you?
Burnt it. It's burning. Blowing it like that, it's starting to drip hot plastic on my hand. It's like, ah! Quick, put it out, put my thumb in, did the thing, restored it. Meanwhile, my thumb is virtually on fire inside a thumb tip. Did the whole thing. There we go. Ran away screaming, "Oh my God!" Pulled it off. This thing is burnt to my thumb as I'm pulling the melted money bag off my thumb. The skin is coming off with it. Yeah,
for the art.
Put me out of action for a while, but they loved it.
All for the art.
Well, it was literally a case of just keep straight face, just go with it and just walk away as though nothing had happened. And afterwards, round the corner. Right, Freddie says, no, that's PropDog saying, Freddie G Magic, classic. Matej is there. Hello, Matej, hope all is well. He says, "OMG, it's Friday again." What the?
Yeah, I know.
Come on, you were on yesterday. Greetings from Slovenia. I know, Matej. It's just like, it's so weird. I mean, if I wasn't doing the live, a week would have been okay, but something about the live is a momentous kind of thing happening. It's like that thing in your head. It's a big event, and when it comes along, it's like, wow, already?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's been busy. It's been very busy.
Charlie is there. Charlie Denny says, "Hi guys from Cumbria." Hello, Charlie.
I quickly looked at that. I thought you said Cuba.
Cuba?
We should be so lucky.
Finley, if you're giving away magic at the bar, I'll have one.
Has no one watched my review of it?
Yeah, watch his review, Finley. You won't be. Maybe Finley wants to piss off a mate of his.
Yeah.
Jonas says, "Okay, so I'm new. So no new kids magic. So any new fire magic?"
Ask Scott.
Yeah, how to burn down a warehouse book is in. Jason says, "Dave has got a habit of occasionally pronunciating some of his worms." Matt Housley says, "Hey guys, the dogs bollocks board and the puppies bollocks board lists on the website anywhere?" No, they're not at the moment. We probably will put them up there at some point. Yeah, we're still yet to populate the entire section. It's just been a busy week at the moment. But yeah, we're getting there, and we will probably do it at some point.
You're going to throw it off the table.
What's she doing?
No, I'm just putting it there. She's spoiling for a fight. That's what she does.
She's spoiling for a fight. Where's the blue?
But right, so some people have like a fear of heights, or some
Look
people.
at the way she's walking across there.
Some
That's in her
people,
stuff.
they might like to have fetishes, or they might like to do certain things for fear. Bobo has one of these. Bobo has this kind of, well, I can only call it a fetish of throwing things on the floor and watching them fall.
Yeah.
If she's in the kitchen, she'll grab anything on the kitchen, take it over the edge, she'll drop it, and then just sit there and watch it fall. So I've seen her take things, and she'll actually climb into a cage with things in her mouth, which I don't know how she does, but she gets it in her mouth, and she somehow manages to hook the beef or something in the mouth, climbs all the way to the top of a cage, goes in, and drops it on the inside of the cage, will make a loud noise, and then sits there and goes.
Sometimes we hear it all rattle down the side of the cage. Yeah.
You're a pain in the backside, aren't you, bird?
Oh, we love her though.
Oh yes. Right, the TF dice, the same as Haunted Dice by John Kennedy and Winners
Right,
Dice.
should we get this TF dice
yeah,
out of the way?
let's talk about TF dice then, because there's a fair bit to talk about it, on it, and yeah, as I said, it is a bit of a Marmite trick. Some people are going to love it, some people are not. It has many pros and many cons, which we're going to talk about.
So it's a mixed bag of good and bad.
Should we show it first?
Yeah.
Yeah, show it first.
Yeah, let's do it then. Let's do it then. Should we get the camera out? Let's get the close-up
you
camera.
can-
We haven't had it out
you can
today.
swap.
So, right.
Actually,
iPhone cam, go
Right,
iPhone
so I go
cam.
super
Hang on,
confident. I go
hang on.
super confident.
Hang on, it's not rotating properly. What's going on? Let me just sort this out quickly. What's going on there? Take that off. Closing it down. Start off again. There you go. That's it.
Right,
Right.
so,
Okay.
so Bobo's been nibbling this, so I've got no idea. But basically, you can show that the dice is randomly rolling.
Okay. And
bit
are
like
we
that.
going to force a number?
We are going to force a number.
What number?
I can't remember, 4, I think.
Well, if you tell them beforehand, then we're going to know it's a force. Otherwise, you could just tell them. Okay, in that case, give it a really good shake and get 4 again. Ooh, could I shake it?
You can give it a shake and see what happens.
There you go, 4. Okay. So,
And then, obviously,
yeah.
there's the dice.
Is the dice examinable afterwards?
It is completely
Yes,
examinable.
it is. There we
Completely
go.
examinable.
Right, okay. So, first of all, it does what it says on the trailer.
It does.
it does.
First point down. Okay, good. It looks, for all intents and purposes, I haven't looked at this yet, like exactly normal dice. It's got, well, I can see all the way through it, so there's no weights or magnets in it. Okay, so that's a good start. Right,
Comes in a very nice box.
very important. Comes in a nice box.
Yep.
With a dice hole. There we go.
With a hole for a dice. Yep.
It's
a
a
hole
rather
for a
large
dice.
box for one dice, but there we go. It does what it says. Right.
Now, you mentioned Winners Dice, so there are other dices on the market. Now, we thought, so I quite like, I've used a very similar method to this in the past. It's not a completely new idea. I think Chris probably thinks it is, from what I've read of how he developed it and came up with it. He seems to have come up with it on his own. It's certainly been around for a good 20, 30 odd years, probably longer.
What, the principle, you mean?
The principal has. No one's ever brought it out in a nice set and sort of really gone through how to do it properly. Getz and Bloom does something very similar, which is where I got the idea from. Yeah, and I've used something very similar to force a number like that. So I was kind of looking forward to it. I wasn't put off by the method, which is probably, I think, where most, if whoever has been knocking
Yeah.
it, I think the method might come as a disappointment.
Yes.
But I can't think, I'm desperately trying to think of a magic trick that the method hasn't been slightly disappointing. I can remember taking my dad to a magic convention once and he said to me over lunch, there's no magic, is there? And I said, no, magic doesn't, strictly speaking, exist. That's part of the problem. You know,
You have to conform within the laws
I'm not
of
doing that
physics.
with my mind, or, you know,
Yeah.
so you do have to cheat. And so that's what it is.
Now, my issue with this is very much similar in other effects like Fragment or Debut in the what you're getting for the price. Okay, I agree it does exactly what it says on that, and it is a clever method, and there's some good advantages with it, a few downsides with it. We did have to experiment with the gimmick that comes with it, which we found a bit better afterwards. My issue, I like it, and if you want a dice to do this, it will do it for you. You have to have a bit of control over the audience.
Yep.
But it's the price that bugs me again on it. It's one of those things. It's expensive for what it is. It's what? Well, it's 24 quid. It's not as bad as 30 quid. I still think this should have been a 10 quid trick. I mean, the packaging straight away is the quid wasted on the packaging anyway. But yeah, I think it should have been a 10 quid trick. At a stretch, 12.99. But if you want to have a dice that does this and you want to pay 24.99, then fair one.
So I couldn't think. This was where I suddenly started having more and more positive opinion of it.
Yeah.
Was when I was coming here. I just couldn't think of another way, and it's probably why I've used it in the past, of actually achieving the effect where you can freely show a dice as being normal, and then force
A number
like that.
And then have it completely
And then have
examined,
it examined.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I can't think of another product that does that.
No.
I might be wrong.
Also,
Might
are
be
you
wrong.
talking about the other advantages of this dice on there, yeah?
Well, yeah, so this
Well,
is what...
so-
Right, okay.
This
So
is-
there are other massive advantages to this dice.
Bear with us on this one. This is a bit
Can
Blue
you see this on...
Peter.
Can we see the...
Yeah.
Actually, do you want to use...
This was put together quite quickly, so excuse the unprofessionalness of it. It was all done in
I
a
think you
rather-
are. Sorry,
Why don't I just hold
Yeah,
it?
you hold it, Mike.
Yeah, you hold it, yeah. You could be
So-
on Debbie McGee. Hang on.
So, fortunately, we have various products
well, you can be
in
on
stock
Linda Lasardi.
that we can actually...
Right, okay.
So,
Let me go round.
Well, let me just... I'll try just... We haven't got winner's dice in stock, unfortunately.
so we couldn't do anything.
Right.
But what we did is we took all the dice tricks using dice and put them in a list,
Right,
and then we listed the pros and the cons of each dice.
right, so let's talk about a few of them then.
Right.
Yeah.
So Alex, go on.
Right, so a missing pip. So this is where obviously one of the numbers is missing. So you, for example, you couldn't roll a 5. Okay. Now that is only for elimination effects. So for example, you could get them to pick every envelope apart from the one that's got the money in it, but you can't force the one with the money on it directly. You see, so it doesn't quite do the same thing.
Right.
It is 100% bang on.
Yep.
You don't have to switch the dice, and they're cheap.
Okay.
The cons.
The cons, because there's a missing number, if there's only 4 and 5 left, the odds are they've got to roll 4 or 5 times before they get the final number, and that
Yeah.
can be a bit embarrassing, a bit frustrating, and you've really got to be patient there. It's barely examinable, and you're limited to just the one number.
And this is for a missing pip.
That's for a
forcing
missing pip.
dice.
Missing
That's a
pip
forcing dice that is missing one number.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
that's-
then you got loaded dice.
Loaded
These
dice.
ones.
So a loaded dice. Where's one that's open? It was open.
That no, I taped it.
Oh, what do you tape that up for?
Because it's Mike.
No, just explain what's inside. It
All right,
doesn't-
we'll talk about loaded dice on
No,
another
because
show.
it's
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
important.
Oh,
It's
here we go,
quite
here we go.
important to see.
Oh, right. Okay.
So if you can catch that, Dave.
Right, one of the things with the loaded dice is the rounded corners. It's very, very rounded.
It's
It's
not-
a little less.
Like a dice.
Yeah, yeah.
And
or
when
die.
it rolls, it's kind of got that funny.
When it finishes, yeah.
That
so this
funny
is a, this is a
ending.
Judder.
one. Yeah. But
Yep.
it still does what it says.
It does.
It's
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of
So
right. Okay.
there is no switching.
It is a direct force. So if
Yeah.
you do want to force to number 1, you can force to number 1, and they're cheap.
However, we've been playing with it today,
And it's not 100%.
because
So
depending on the force of the
Yeah.
roll,
Every now and again, it might not roll a one.
not
yeah.
roll
So
the one.
you would probably want to be doing it yourself, not the spectator. It's not examinable. It does roll funny, and you are limited to just the one number.
Okay.
When we mean by non-examinable, you can't ask them to roll
Yeah,
it a
if
few
they,
times.
as soon as they've rolled it.
Okay.
Now, same number dice. I presume you mean here where every one is the same number
Like
on
this
each
one.
side.
Like
So it's
this
a
one.
one-way forcing dice, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, it's 100%,
Definitely.
and it's very cheap,
Yeah.
and it's direct.
Yeah.
So you can't go any more. But it's non-examinable, and there's only one number.
And you can only do the one number.
And you've got to be very careful because if you give that to someone to roll, they're going to see that all.
Yeah. So there's another point that we added.
Yeah.
There's audience management on that
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
as well.
A lot of audience management.
And you need to switch it if you
Right.
Yeah.
want to show a normal dice at the
Now,
end.
this is winner's dice. Now, Mike's
Winner's-
seen winner's dice. I haven't
Yes,
seen winner's
I've
dice.
seen winner's dice. Any number,
Yep.
and it is completely examinable
Yep.
because of the way it works. But it isn't 100%.
Not even slightly. Very
and,
temperamental.
and it's expensive, and you need an extra gimmick, which comes with it.
Yeah, but it's
For each
awkward
one.
to place that
Yeah.
gimmick in something that can be natural. Yeah.
So that's in the running for ticking the boxes for most of these.
Right. Okay. So
And now we
on.
come to the TF dice.
Right.
TF dice, the
we go.
transparent forcing dice.
And we are only working on the comparison with the rest of them.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
The pros and
Right, so
cons.
let's stop. So before we get to these bits, right, you can do any number. So it didn't have to be 4, that's just the way I set it up. I could have chosen any number,
Number-
and I can change any number very quickly,
Yes.
But not in front of them.
but not
No.
in front of them, no.
Yes.
You can show it fairly.
Yep.
It's 100%.
Yep.
You need a bit of audience management,
Okay.
okay?
Yep.
That's a pro. It's
Yeah.
completely examinable at the end.
At the end
End.
only,
At
not
the end,
the beginning.
yeah.
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 But you can still show it. So unless you're really
Sorry.
unless you're really emphasising the fact, look, this is a genuine dice. If you go, look, a normal dice, That's the end of. That's all they need to know at the start. It's not expensive.
Well,
No. So
In comparison-
compared to the others, it's not expensive.
it's not
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
expensive.
Well, Winner's Dice is the only one that really matches it for what you can do.
Yeah,
I think personally.
Yeah.
So it's cheaper than Winner's Dice.
yeah.
Plus,
You can do a PK effect with it. You know, a little bit.
Not
of,
in the instructions, but you could.
yeah,
do it.
not in the
Okay.
instructions, but you could do, and used as a full stop.
Is that
So-
in the instructions?
no.
No.
Again, but you can.
But so you could also make it the same number dice or a missing pip dice if you wish to.
So,
Ooh.
so
So-
in the general terms of things, it's not bad.
I think it's a completely satisfactory old school method that I use going when I'm making my own tricks. Sometimes I used to make up 2 shows every month, and this is the sort of thing I'd knock together
Yeah.
quickly to solve a solution. Going right, that'll work.
Yeah.
I'll do it. And this is exactly what that is. It's
And
one of those
because
things. It works.
because we're all inherently lazy as magicians, it's not bad if you want that kind of thing. And this is a scientific. You know, we've used the pros and cons and
Yeah.
things like that. So you know,
But it's up to you. I think
it's up to you as a individual. If you need a dice to do that or a die to do that particular thing, it ticks all the boxes, doesn't
does
it?
do.
Yeah.
There is some crafts involved, but I
Arts and
didn't-
crafts.
Wow,
Everybody
you
likes
say
a bit of arts and crafts.
It's,
It's
yeah,
not.
It's not really art and craft. No.
No.
There's I would call it setup.
Yeah,
Tiny
setup.
bit of setup. There's not art and craft. You haven't got to start cutting and sellotaping and
No, that's
gluing,
true.
whatever. No.
I quite enjoyed it as well.
You did. You found
there's
it
a
quite
tiny bit
very
of
I do
setup.
quite liked
yeah,
it.
yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
quite good fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, school's out on that one because it
I'll tell you what, I would use it.
Yeah, and I like the idea, as you said, it can become a forcing dice. So I don't think there's anything wrong in saying that the pips you can manipulate on here to be different numbers. I think that's pretty, and that alone is actually better than you might think, and worth probably a tenner on its own. With the other bits and bobs.
Well, yeah, exactly, because they're 10 out and they're about
Winner's Dice
17
it
quid.
was a great principle. It was just too touch and go. I mean, I tried it loads. Just the amount of times it just didn't work on it. It was such a shame. Where this, I think, is a lot more reliable. Yeah, I think.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
not for
I
a
just-
smash and stab. Go for a miss pip.
I just wish it was slightly cheaper. That's all. I just
is.
wish.
But
it
you
had
turn
a
this
bit
into a
of
mispit.
Oh yeah, you can just use that. I mean,
That's
so
what
you
I'm
can
saying.
use it for so
It's a
many things.
mispip. It's a forcing dice, and it's what it is as well. So you're getting 3 effects in one,
There you go.
3
Right.
dice in one. So
That is
it's
what we had
worth
to-
23 quid.
That's why we had to do a bit more of a talk about it.
Yeah,
'cause
we had to
it's
do
not
some
as
research.
straightforward as just saying it's good or it's bad. There's a bit more into it. So yeah.
And if you
hopefully-
want to see another kind of thing like that, you give us a
It's
tell
always
us.
like I said on the description thing. If you want a James Bond solution to an everyday problem, then
It's
that's not
not
it.
it,
But if
no.
you want a very simple solution to an everyday problem,
This is definitely it.
We've only got one in stock at the moment, this demo one, so it's not on the website available
we
because
could
we
do
weren't
back
sure
in
if
the
it was going to be
car.
any good or not. So now we know. We'll get some more in. So if you are interested in one, we'll get some in early next week. And if you do come in the shop at any point you want to see it, let us know,
Yeah.
and we'll demo it for you. Can you
Yeah.
judge for yourself, and you can see right there and then how
if
to
you've
set
got
the
any
videos.
questions, you can contact
Yeah,
us.
I mean, we have thoroughly investigated and researched this, and
Right, well, I think
we
we've
enjoy doing it. Actually,
thoroughly gone into that. Thoroughly gone into that.
we'll do
There
that
we go.
again for another one.
Yeah.
for another trick, another day.
Right, okay, Josh says, would you guys ever do an Instagram live? Do you know what? I didn't even know they did Instagram lives. So,
Straight
on it.
after this one.
We'll get
I
on
mean,
it like a carbon.
we could hook this up to do YouTube live, and it may well do Instagram live at the same time. But I mean, how do you do an Instagram live then? Because Instagram is only 1 minute, isn't
Same
it?
thing. You just find. I think you have to open an account and you get given a streaming address, and I'm sure we'll have to look into
So it's
this.
not
won't
limited
we?
to a minute then, is it?
No.
I mean, you might be able to do it from here, so it
Because
streams both
Ben
times,
L
but-
did a whole series, or still does a whole series of Studio 52 Instagram lives. So
But-
yeah, we'll look into it.
Why would we do Instagram live when we do Facebook live?
Well, you can do them both so that they stream at the same time.
Right, I see. So it might be a case of in here. In fact, I might be able to have a look. Does it show me in here? Can I do it?
This is where the software goes down, people.
Josh,
and
you've created you've opened a can of
yeah,
worms now.
and if the software does go down, just bear with us while we sort it out, because Dave's pressing buttons.
So anyway, if anyone's interested, Josh's YouTube channel is JBC. He has promised he'll be putting on loads of new tricks, as you saw on here, and it's really good. He's a great young lad, and he's got 2 videos on there at the moment that are nice. So
Cool.
I can't check on it while it's live.
No, we
so,
do it. We do it
I'll have a look
after.
afterwards. Yeah. Right. Okay. So let's move on. Keep an eye on you, Bob. What are you doing?
Oh,
Don't
she's
trust her.
up to something.
What are you doing? Go on, have
Should we
a-
put it back in the...
There you go. That should be all
Yeah, be all right.
Radic says, hello folks, nice to see Mike in the show. Would you
Thanks,
would be special deal with Mike on products? Huh?
Is this D-Trick products?
Would be special deal with Mike on products?
would we do a special? Well, sell Mike with the products.
Would be
You can have
special-
Mike. You will throw
says
Mike in with
would-
anything.
Would be special deal. I'm not sure what you mean.
I don't know.
Um,
if it's
yeah.
D-Trick, then just say yes
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
D-Trick. If not, then
Probably.
Right.
yeah, we'll probably do something on.
Charlie says, opinion on Pulled Extreme. Would it break after 10 uses or is it actually pretty good? I'm skeptical, can't find your review. So we did talk about it on live a few weeks ago. We haven't demmed it, I don't think. We've had quite a few people buy it. A couple of people have said that they didn't glue, you've got to do a tiny bit of awesome card. They didn't glue it well enough when they first made it or used the wrong type of glue and then they had to re-glue it. So I've had a couple of customers come in and use our epoxy, which worked a bit better. But I've not heard anything bad about it. So other than that, the thing is, we haven't really got one to dem because once we open it up and glue it a lot, we can't sell it. So
It's Alan,
yeah.
isn't it? Though he's a good stand-up.
yeah,
guy,
yeah,
so-
and Alan will stand by his products absolutely.
yeah, I
So,
would
yeah,
have thought it'd be
yeah.
right.
Artar says, is there a story behind you adding cheap and nasty Chinese rubber hammers to the shop?
No. Just found them online, didn't you?
Yeah, just found them online. Yeah, yeah. No, Archer, of course not. We wouldn't want to do that, would we? Says Jason at home. Andy Tigley. So, what's the difference between debut and a bucket of shit? The bucket. Hey.
So cruel, people are so cruel.
Artar says, even I don't fall asleep for that, Jason. Or I
don't-
fall for that. Yeah. White, please, Alex.
Okay, I'll
says
stick
Steve
it. Yeah,
Lawrence.
send it on Monday for you. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't
Yeah,
promise what you can't keep.
100 people watching the live, says Jason. 99 now. We weren't
Let's all do a
120.
Chris. Woo!
But no, I'm not doing that.
What was that? What do I miss?
No, you missed nothing.
Alan Wu. Jonas says, what's the Grand Prix stuff? Is it some sort of cool winder car race? Yes,
No,
Jonas,
it's-
yes.
Yeah, they all suddenly stop at the same
Dave's
time.
just a mad fanboy of Grand Prix.
Davis, well, I should be. I've been watching Grand Prix since I was about 7 years old. I
But I'm not allowed to ring him on
performed for
Saturday.
Sir Jackie Stewart a few times. I've met Nigel Mansell a few times. He's in the shop here.
Yeah, he's a member of the Magic Circle too.
Davis
cool.
West, being an American, it took me a while to understand what the hell the dogs meant. Yeah.
See, a lot
Bollocks.
of Americans don't know what that
Cojones,
means. But
cojones,
once
really.
they find
Bollocks,
out,
cojones, balls.
but
yeah.
once they find out, they use it all the time. Because when we go to Magic Live and I say, "Oh, that's a load of whatever," and they go, "What's that mean?" and you explain, and they go, "I'm using that."
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like the old joke. These Korean meatballs really are the dog's bollocks. So yeah, in England, the dog's bollocks. If you say something is
That's straight on Magic Transcribed, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is straight on Magic
yeah.
Transcribed.
so yeah, in England, if something's good, you could say, "Oh, it's amazing," or "It's the dog's bollocks," or "It's shit hot," whatever
Duck's
you want.
nuts.
Yeah,
Duck's
Uh,
nuts.
right.
I've never heard that.
The what?
Duck's
Duck's
nuts.
The duck's nuts.
Yeah.
The mutt's nuts.
Oh, the
Mutt's
nuts.
nuts.
The
Well,
mutt's nuts. Yeah.
Donut.
MUTZ. The mutt's nuts. The dog's bollocks. The mutt's
Fucking
nuts, yeah.
ducks. No.
Well, that's what my daughter
The chicken's
says.
wiener. It's the chicken's wiener. Even
Magic
Bobo like that.
Barrow's laughing.
Magic Transcribed.
Kate says hello from Somerset. Theo says, I love Alex's book corner. What's it
Thanks,
going to be
Theo.
today? Bobo looks like she's
Oh,
had an
yeah,
energy
wait,
drink. Yeah, she's a
She's
bit
had
hyper
more than
today.
that, I think.
She's
been
been
with
asleep in
Dave.
a cage all day, so she's just woken up now. Often she's running around chasing customers in the shop. We've had no customers in the shop all day. It's been quite quiet since lockdown,
Yeah,
so
so
Bobo
she's-
isn't running around chasing everyone like she normally does. Stuart Bresnan says, hi Dave, my Wonder Pop replacement ball keeps falling off. Any tips, please? Send us an email, Stuart. We'll send you a new one.
It's mental, isn't
So
it?
we-
The statements in Magic are so
Also-
double entendre.
also- no, but different lolly sticks are different, aren't they? So
Yes.
you might just want to try a different lolly. Go
So-
to the shop and
Chubba chump.
Yeah, the first ones we sent off, we measured on one lolly stick, and then we found out there were different sizes. So the new balls we sent out, I drilled 3 holes, a small one, a slightly larger, and a slightly larger one, all in the same hole, so it steps up smaller. So if it misses the first hole, it grips on the second hole. So if you have one of the earlier ones, it might be that you've got a slightly larger hole. But we will, I mean, you can fix it yourself with a bit of glue in it.
Holes
Just
and
put a bit of
balls
Vaseline on your
falling off.
stick. put some glue in a hole, stick it in, let it dry, take it out, and it'll work. Otherwise, just let us know. We'll send you some new ones.
This is a
Yeah, you should be fine after that. Stuart, what's I'm sure. Phil says, what's the best JOL wallet for walk around performer?
what you
The
wear.
Plus wallet. Plus wallet. If you want to do it in your back pocket, use the small Plus wallet. If you want it in your jacket, use the large Plus wallet.
Yep.
If you want to do rings, use soft leather. If you want to do cards only, use the hard leather.
Yep.
That's my advice. Kate says, love your shop. Hopefully I'm coming there soon to buy some magic.
Yay!
Thanks, Kate.
Cool.
Hi, Phil. We love the Plus wallet. You will too, says Jason.
Yeah.
Nigel Quinn is theirs.
Theirs as in ours, I think.
Ottar says, I absolutely love the big size JOL Plus wallet in hard leather. I don't leave home without it anymore. Good to hear. He also doesn't leave home without a stick of dynamite and some C4.
Yeah, some matches.
Finley says, how do we submit the story to you? I started already, Finley. Yeah, just email it in or Facebook is fine, mate. George says, I think so. Ottar says, Rubik's Art should go on the dog's bonnet.
Oh, yeah, we can't do that. We can do
He's
that.
good.
Yeah. Nigel Quinn, is there some Tom Crosby material in Rubik's Art? Tom's cube art, the session was great. Yeah, Tom is a whiz of the cube. He's an absolute master. But yeah, I don't think there's anything to do with Tom on it.
I think
No.
it's two separate
So
things.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they're two separate things.
I believe the artwork was done by Tom Nigel, says Jason. So maybe it was. I don't know. PropDog, you still look 12, you cheeky monkey. Who's that to? Who's that to, Jason? Who looks 12?
Oh, that's to
That was Dean, wasn't it?
Dean. Yeah, because Dean said
Dean said
16 question mark.
Oh right.
Especially with that new haircut, Dean.
Well, Dean was work experience when he came to us first time, so it's kind of
It
right.
was, yeah.
Ryan says, will you be Demi Majesty today? No, we won't, unfortunately, Ryan. None of us really had a look at it, and none of us really want to, but we'll force ourselves to at some
I'll
point.
tell you what,
next week.
I'll do a review of it during the week, so you don't have to wait a whole week because it's been a
Watch
while.
out. All right. Jonas says, Amber, send me a PM.
No
My
pressure,
wife
no
and
pressure.
assistant do magic from her wheelchair. Oh, brilliant. Thank you,
So
Jonas.
hook up and
Awesome.
yeah, and we'll send
Yeah.
some stuff as well.
Adam says, do you guys have any experience with Sven pads and do you have them in stock? Yes, Adam, we do and we do.
We do and we do.
You do.
Yeah, they're good.
They are good.
We have a variety, Adam. They're brilliant, says Jason, and very versatile. William France says, "Hi guys, hello William." Adrian, I will have definitive Wayne Dobson. So does
have
Mr.
it.
Thornton as well now?
Is there anyone I know who doesn't have the book that is really, really
Hold
got a
on,
nice
there's
space
only-
on my
there's
shelf for
only
that
four-
Would
book?
you like
Every-
my copy of it?
I'd love your copy of it. though.
Soft tits.
His art was in. He was going. Oh, I'll get a copy. No, you.
Make me an offer. I
Yeah.
can't refuse.
Yeah, it's got to be a lot.
Nigel, TCC have a nice range of card displays. Right, that's what you meant. Yes. Kickstarter playing card displays.
Oh, we've got that
Well,
crystal.
yeah, we talked about
case.
one last
yeah,
week,
Yeah, crystal case,
Nigel.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh look,
So,
she's had enough. She's got.
Yeah, baby's in a case.
She's gone in the cage on her own.
Celebrating my wife's 40th birthday today. Feel free to send me a present, says Barry.
Is she
she-
watching?
what?
Is she watching, Barry? Have you gone, look, this is your treat. We'll sit down in front of
So
PropDog
we
Live.
send Barry a present. He opens it, repackages it up, and goes, "Hello, dear, I brought you this."
Magic at the bar.
Oh, it's magic. Don't you like it? Never mind. I'll
No,
have
he's
it.
celebrating his birthday, not his wife's.
Oh, I thought you said.
Ah,
What did I read that from? Celebrating
don't
my
know.
40th birthday. Feel free to send.
Okay. Yeah, adding
I
words
am
now.
I'm more blind than Jason at the moment. Jason sees this better than I do.
happy birthday, Barry.
Happy birthday, Barry. Yes.
Eamon says, brilliant, thanks for the recommendation. Ottar, happy birthday, Barry. Ottar copycat. Sean Man, are there any small mentalist pads in the JOL order?
There is.
No.
Oh, no, you're
no.
still making it.
We are discontinuing them. I've not been a fan of the mentalist pads, so we still got a load left over from when Jerry had them. We're out of smalls now. We've only got large, and we are going to discontinue it. It's a great concept. It's just a pain in the backside to reset every time, and the amount of people that buy it and they just pull too hard, they break it, and we got to send them a new one, and it takes so much time dealing with everyone. Yeah, it's just not worth it really. So unfortunately, Sean, but if you want one, drop me an email. I will send you one. I have a large one. You can have a large one free of charge. There's very little difference between it. Just drop me an email and said that I was going to send you one free of
Now you
charge,
can
and
get
I'll send
hundreds
you
of
one.
emails.
No,
going.
only applicable for Sean Man. Right, Chris Kelly.
I'm Sean Man.
No, I'm
Sean Man.
I'm Sean Man.
I'm Sean Man.
I've got one anyway.
Chris Kelly says, I forget the name. Well, what's the older stage jumbo card effect where you mentioned the beginning of the year you were given the rights to start making?
Free card Joe. Jason
Oh,
Larson.
yeah, free card Joe. Yeah, so we made them all. They're all for sale. They're around somewhere.
They're in.
There's one right here. There we go. Free card Joe in Jumbo and Parlour. Oh, Jason's replied underneath.
That's parlour size, which
Jumbo and Parlour.
There you go. Brilliant trick and well worth watching.
It's a great trick.
It is, it's really good actually. Yeah.
Ben says, do you happen to have a copy of the Encyclopedia of Dub Magic Volume 4 by Ian Adair?
Yes, we
find a copy.
No, not Volume 4. We don't.
Really?
We 1, 2,
1, 2, 3 and 5.
1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. No, we don't. Yeah. I'm guessing 4 is 9, impossible to get hold of then. Sorry, Ben. Unfortunately, not.
We'll
have a look.
We'll have a look.
Yeah, but write it down. We'll see. We can try a few other people. Eddie says, I'll try Ian. In fact, you might even have a copy. I'll email Ian. He's still around.
If you've got a copy of the Definitive
Wayne
Guide.
Dobson, I'll do a swap.
Yeah.
He's so desperate for it.
Eddie says, ever thought of expanding your store north of the border, Dave? Eddie, if I could, I would. But believe me, we barely scrape by as it is. We're only just in business.
Yeah, he don't pay
We're
me
certainly
anything.
not making enough profit to move to another shop. If anything, we'll move the entire shop somewhere where we might make more money. The thing is, we live in London.
In Edinburgh, that wouldn't be
Well,
nice.
yeah, the problem is we live in London, so we pay London business rates, London everything.
Corporation
and
tax.
We pay. If we moved 50 miles outside the M25, we'd have double the space for a quarter of the rent.
Cheap as chips.
The business rates alone we pay here are extortionate. You know, it's well over £9,000 a year on business rates alone. It's crazy.
Wow.
So unless we suddenly make a fortune, then no, we won't be expanding. As much as I'd love to have a selection of shops, maybe PropDog USA, PropDog France. There we go. Liam says, do you guys know the name of the trick where you have an envelope with a window and you can make a banknote appear in it? Yes, we have it. And it is...
Is it Richard? Richard Harris. That's just...
Read the comments, I'll go get it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's going to go and get it, so I'll read some more comments. One of my budgies keeps emptying her food in a bowl and then knocking it against the cage. What's going on, Dave?
That's Scott.
Yeah, Andy.
Oh, Andy Tigley.
Yeah.
What's he saying again?
One of my budgies keeps emptying her food bowl and then knocking it against the cage, like a prisoner.
She likes to make the sound it makes.
Yeah. She likes the sound it
Likes
makes.
it.
Okay, cool. Did you guys make Piff's case?
Yes. Oh, Piff's case.
Yeah.
We made stuff for Piff. Which case are you on about? You mean the pop table?
Is Piff-tacular case?
No, we didn't know.
No,
but we've made other stuff for him.
We've made other stuff for him. Bobo, Han says Bobo is the star of the show. She is. Walking right then left on stage, owning the set. Yeah, she's passive aggressive this afternoon,
Yeah.
giving it large. I mean, with the Sharpie pen and stuff like that. Steve, hi Steve. The dice hole is sold.
Sold it to me. It's a very nice dice hole.
It is. It was a very.
Well, I'll tell you what. No, I'll tell you something about the packaging for TF dice. The dice does actually fit in it quite nicely, unlike the bolted box, where, funnily enough, it doesn't fit. So
Yeah. Okay. Jake Allen, do you have any dice stacking sets?
No.
No, we have a dice stacking DVD, methinks.
Yeah, we've got. Yeah, we do.
But to be quite honest with you, you're better off buying sort of like. I've just read the next comment.
Hi Wayne.
Wait, tell Mike to do some.
Oh, Wayne's on. Wayne.
I'll tell you what, has Wayne got a copy of the definitive Wayne Dobson?
No. Not for you anyway. He's got number 1.
Moneymaker. That's what you're looking for. I was going to dem it, but you need to set up with money, so I can't dem it. Well, we have demmed it in one before. So who was that again? Liam. Yeah, Liam. That's Moneymaker by SMS Magic. There you go.
Been very popular actually recently. I didn't know that's what it did.
Done that. We're down to Wayne.
Down to
You're
Wayne.
not liking them. There we go. So.
Oh,
sorry. Where's Wayne? There's Wayne.
There's Wayne.
There we go. Adam Evans. The method of gate and balloon. What happened if it breaks halfway through the performance? The method is gate and balloon. He says if it breaks halfway through the performance, either have an out, which you should always have anyway, or.
You'll be alright. I mean, the thing is, you're forcing.
But you shouldn't. Yeah, if you set it up properly, it shouldn't break. Yeah, you should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. But yeah, have an out. Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, just make a joke out of it and have a spare and go.
Jason,
no, sorry, one dice and get another one out.
Yeah. Afternoon, Steve. Steve Morgan has joined us. Is that really you, though, Steve? Is it really you? Is it?
Is it? Well, he spelled his name. He spelled afternoon right, so chances are.
Yeah.
It is.
Should we tell him?
Deluxe Force.
Yeah, why not? We can mention it. Yeah.
Okay, so what we're on about is we had a request from first of all from Tyler Lunsford, who does a review show, and Tyler says something along the lines of, "Hey guys, can you send me some magic to review?" Well, okay, and then he sent us. So we got a Facebook message and an email from him, and we replied. And then Steve, and I know Steve quite well, we know each other, and Steve sent me a message saying something along the lines of, send me some stuff to review. And I thought, hang on a minute, this is not how Steve would contact me. You know, first of all, he'd say, hello mate, how are you, whatever, and not just send me a load of stuff.
You're now publicly telling people.
I contacted Steve and I said, Steve, was this from you? And no, it wasn't. So I looked at the original email, I looked at the IP addresses from the two emails from Steve and this Tyler Lunsford, and they were both the same. And I checked out the Facebook page where this Tyler Lunsford guy contacted me via, and it was a fake page. So we figured out that we've got somebody who is asking us for review stuff, and it's fake, basically. He's not the real person. So I played along with it, I tracked him down, and he lives in Canada. Okay, so
we're on your case, mate.
So we know where you live. We don't have your name, but just for everyone else's benefit, if anyone is watching in Canada, and you know somebody who lives at 11 Castlemore Drive, Brampton, Ontario.
Wow, you know the lot.
Go knock on the door. He's a scamming who was trying to basically rip other people off to get free magic. So there we go.
I'll take a picture of his house. We can send them a picture of his house or something.
It's on Google Maps. You can see it. I'll check that on Google Maps, and we are tracking you down.
I'm sure
and
many privacy laws.
if you are watching, be careful. There might be a knock on your door soon. There you go. Right.
Hello, Steve.
Yeah, hello, Steve. It's a shame that FISM's been cancelled because that's in Canada. I was going to go. I could have done a little detour and knocked on his door. Right, Adam Evans says Deluxe Forcing Dice by Hero. Had it today. My Deluxe Dice, I think, is more reliable. Okay,
we
haven't looked at that one.
We got it.
Yeah, it's the
Hero
Forcing
one?
Dice, but it's the Miss Pip one, isn't it?
Right,
So,
okay, right, yeah.
Okay.
Freddie says, Dave, for your ring front revolutions, sometimes I struggle to do a quick load of the ring. What tips would you give for a fast load of the ring onto the gimmick? Right, okay, we'll carry on talking. I'll go get one and show you.
Well, I saw.
Shall I do my trick?
Because
Wayne's
okay.
moaning.
Steve Deller used to.
Yeah, just for Wayne, just because Wayne asked me.
Steve Deller tipped. He'd take the ring and then he'd go, "Well, thanks for that," and then pretend to walk off and stick it on there. So I know it's not going to be as good as Dave's, but if you are really struggling,
Can you do the close-up camera?
Oh yeah, I can do the close-up camera
on the thing.
Right.
So we was going to no, don't do it yet. We'll do it in a second. We was going to dem Dobbo's Dollar, but we sold out because I keep them in the bloody thing and people buy it.
Well,
So
don't damn things in the
yeah,
shop.
I know. So we'll do it next. We'll do it next time I'm here on the live.
How do I get the?
You have to unlock it.
Is that unlocked? What do I press?
You just got to look at it.
Just
it's
no.
easy. There you go.
There you go. That's his face.
Right. iPhone is it?
Yeah. Got it.
And then you need to change.
Yeah, go click on iPhone on the actual triangle. On the triangle. That's it. There. There you go.
Hey!
Right, we can do it. Hey.
Oh God, that's
Okay.
That's
not too close.
Yeah.
People don't see that. Oh. So it's off. So we're going to play a game. Everybody, you're over there. Everybody can play. There's no red light on it, and you know.
Oh, you TV professional.
Yeah, exactly. So
why don't you go around the front and look down? That's easier. Does everyone play along with it?
yeah, Alex. Go around the front.
Right, got him.
So we're all going to play this game. Now this is SMS, and it's a great trick to do on Zoom shows and things like that. I wouldn't recommend it for Instagram, but definitely for Zoom shows. And it's a great pub trick. You can do it down the pub, so it's great. So I'm going to put some of these things out. Let's. If you come down here.
Look from above. That's it. There you go.
That's it. That's it. These are SMS images that we've got. Let me see. We'll put that one there. We'll put that one there. There. We'll put this one there. And we'll put this one there. And we'll put this one there.
Can't get more random than that.
Okay. turn that around the right way. Now, some of you guys should know what these mean. If you don't, it doesn't matter. We'll go through them at some point. But we're going to play a game, and every game starts off with a start point. So if you're watching this on your computer, then I would like you to point to one of the 4 corners as your start point. So that's your first choice. If you're watching it on a phone, don't put your finger on the screen, because it'll probably end up with you stopping the stream. So if you've got a computer, put your finger on one of the first corners, and when I'll give you a second. Cool. Okay, so the game is quite simple. You're going to move up and down, left and right, backwards and forwards across the grid. During this, we are going to remove cards. So say I remove that one, you can't go through the space. You can go around, but you can't go through the space. The other thing is you definitely can't go diagonally. Okay, so everybody should be on one of the 4 corners. It doesn't matter which one you're on, just make sure you're on one of the 4 corners. Now, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to move 7 times.
Should I put the pen on one?
Yeah, put the pen on one if you want. Move 7 times. I'm going to count you in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if you've done it the same way as Alex, then you could be on the same one, but you could be on a different one, or even the same one you started from. But what I do know is that you're not on Laugh Out Loud or on FAQ, so I'm going to remove those. Okay, next we're going to move another 5 times, so I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. And that means I know that you are not on Be Right Back or In My Opinion. It's cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want you to move your finger 3 more times. Go. 1, 2, 3. And I know that you're not on Also Known As or By the Way. That leaves 3 cards. Now, this is the last move. Move it 3 more times. Go. And I know that you are definitely not on I Love You or Oh My God. You should be on this one. Now, I'm sure you all know what this means. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
But I knew you would all land on this card because I have had a prediction in front of you from the very beginning of the trick. And just to make sure, I've written it on the back of all the cards. So there you go.
Boom.
So that's SMS. I've been using this.
Where's it on?
We're gonna go into the others. I've been using this for my Zoom shows and dealer dems that I've been doing, and everybody loves it because it's similar to the kind of interactive effects that you get on.
We're gonna go back.
Go back to the. It's similar to this kind of interactive effects that David Copperfield done with the star signs and things like that. That he did on TV specials where you would point to one and move your finger around.
Oh yeah, like you're on a big board sort of.
Yeah. Now obviously that was sort of like direct as a
that was quite in your face.
yeah,
Yes.
quite in your face.
Just for you guys.
Just for you guys.
Honestly,
Right.
but
Yeah.
But we have included in the set one like this, so that if there is problems with swear words and the people that you'll yeah, well done. Great. With people that you're performing to, you can use the alternative card that's somewhere on the floor. It's just worse than
I thought
Bobo.
it'll grip a bit better.
He's worse than
Where does
Bobo.
Bobo get it from?
So these are on the system. This is the newest version. Now, there's also one that we've brought out before this, based on the same similar method, called Conjurer's Choice. And this uses postcards. So you get some lovely, lovely postcards, which, bless him, Norm Nielsen sent us. So these are from the original posters. And it's the same kind of effect, but and using the same method, but it uses postcards. And we designed the box in such a way that it looks like a game.
Yeah.
Okay, so when people say this is a coffee table trick, SMS is more of a, it works for Zoom as well, Conjurer's Choice. But this is a great pub trick, and seeing as the pubs are open,
Yeah.
it's great to take down and get your friends. And you don't have to touch anything.
Could you write on the back? Could you write it on the back of bar mats?
So well.
Sorry?
You could write those on the back of beer mats.
You could do, yeah. I
and
mean,
then
once
you
you've
have
got
a-
the method and you play with the method, you can change it to what you want, and obviously you can have different messages.
Dave's got an idea. Dave's
Go
got
on.
an
Well, I'm just saying, down the pub with a few beers and your mates on a Saturday night, that will kill.
They'll be
Because they'll go,
choking
oh,
on that.
another card trick. Come on, this is something different than a normal card trick. And
Yeah.
they're going to love that. Yeah, I can see that definitely.
So yeah, they've been going. We've been doing a lot of dealer dems at D-Trick. So if you want a dealer dem,
Right, Wayne, what's next, mate? What do you want us to do next?
what do you want us to do next? So yeah, these are on the system ready to go, and they are shooting out, which is great because I'm so happy. And dollar, but we'll have to come back to that one.
While we're on, I think we should talk briefly about the Ultimate McDonald's Aces by Jean-Pierre Vallarino, or JP Vallarino. So whose idea was it to get this in?
It was Mike's.
I
Mike
like
alerted
it.
it to me last Saturday.
A little gem, a little golden oldie, a blast from the
It
past.
hasn't been sealed very well, but yeah.
They never are.
Horrible
and
packaging. Horrible. I mean, it looks... it's kind of cling wrapped, isn't it? I mean, they could have at least put it in a hard wallet or something, but
Yeah.
the
We'll
trick...
run the air that, so it's nice.
Yeah. We'll sort that out.
It's like that.
No,
I'll
we'll
learn
do-
it. I might.
Yeah,
That's
we
something
should
else
do
for me to
better.
learn because I watched the demo video and I thought that is nice.
It's very visual.
It is. It is. It's very good stuff.
Hence the reason why none of us are going to do it.
Oh, so there's two tricks. Two tricks
Yeah,
there.
there's
so
two
once he's
different ones.
He's got his ultimate wild card, which we've got in stock already.
Yeah.
And then we got this one in.
Right. We wouldn't do that justice if we demmed it here because none of us have practiced it or looked at it properly other than what we've seen in the trailer.
If you
and-
want a project
Yeah, something to sit
and
down
something
and
to
learn.
sit down and put your teeth into,
Not too hard, not too
No.
hard. When you watch a trailer, it's not too hard to do. There's a couple of difficult moves.
but it'll
might
make
learn.
you look
Yeah, yeah.
like a Don
But
of Magic, card magic.
You have to see the trailer. It's only a 2-minute trailer, so I know we're running late and I'm starting to lose my voice already.
Yeah, yeah.
So here's the trailer for Ultimate McDonald's Aces. Isn't that insane? And just so you know, when he turns a card over and you get that sound, that's the cards, the gimmick. They make that sound when you turn it over.
I thought that was kombucha.
Where's that nose? Where's that nose?
But isn't that, it's just a beautiful, beautiful routine. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Vallarino, and his wild card. The trailer's on wild card on the system anyway for wild card. Watch that. But if you want something to sink your teeth into, so that you can show something on a show reel or something like that, They're great. They're just
Have
fantastic.
you got a DVD out at all, or anything like that?
With Babel.
And they're
Babel.
$23.99. by the way.
Babel.
$23.99.
Not Babel, it's Babel.
Babel.
You barbarians.
Neanderthal. Yes,
You
yeah.
barbarians.
All right.
I'm the South London and you two are the barbarians. Anyway,
yeah.
it's great. I mean, they're great. It comes with the gimmicks, which is good. Wild Card is obviously based on the Peter Kane
Wildcard.
Yeah.
Wild Card, so you get the cards for that. I like them. They're really nice. I haven't got time to even learn it, but it's if you want a project and get your teeth stuck into something, and we're all still on sort of like semi-lockdown.
Yeah, beautiful close-up card
Cool.
magic.
Right,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
move on. We're getting on with time. Yes,
Yep.
it's gone half past.
Okay, so we've
right.
done
So
that.
yeah, very
Done that.
quickly for Freddie. So ring flights. So if you want to load a ring very quickly, so I'll show you my method of doing it. Does anyone have a ring? Can I? Would you mind?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you
There
very
you
much. Perfect. And what's your name?
Fred.
Fred. Hello, Fred. Nice to meet you. Fred, with your permission, I'm going to make a ring vanish for about 10 seconds. Is that okay? There we go. So
Burn him!
So the way I do it, I'll have it attached on here, and I'll say, does anyone have a ring I can borrow? At that point, I'll just rest my hands here, and I'll just kind of pull it off like that, or I'll simulate pulling my trousers up. I'll just kind of like get ready there, and then hands go down by the sides.
Which clip do you use? Because it comes with several options. doesn't it?
I prefer just a standard trigger clip, the one that's attached to it when you get it. A few people like the other ones. I prefer this one over there. And have your hands by your side. When you've got it ready, don't sit there like that, because that's just really obvious. Put that hand
That's
down.
the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And put your the backs of your hands out towards them, and then I get the ring, and I'll just say, oh, very nice ring. What's your name? So, and I'll always sort of bend down and look in the eye. They can't help but look in the eye as you do that. Okay, gives you all the time in the world. And all you're going to do, hold the ring there, so the clip there. This finger just supports the ring, the clip, stop it going up. You don't pull that down. All you're going to do is just to push over the ring and up and underneath there. Let's get the close-up.
Give us the
camera.
close-up camera.
Yeah. So let me just that for you. There we go. There we go. So yeah, it comes down over there. You're just going to push down, and then up, and then over like that.
So
to
let's go
there.
from this angle.
There. Okay. So one more time. It just goes down, up, and then over like that straight away. And if you want to do more than one ring, because you can borrow, you know, up to sort of 4 rings if they're small enough. So I say, oh, that's a very nice ring. What's your name? Mike. Oh, hello, Mike. Nice to meet you. Also, Fred. And do you have a ring as well?
I do.
Wonderful. And what was your name as well?
Mavis.
Mavis. Hello, Mavis. So Mavis and Fred, 2 nice rings, and those rings are both going to vanish. Watch very carefully, just about here. And go on. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. No, not really that bad. It's back on your finger. No, not that good. Okay. Yeah, so you get the idea. So yeah, it's really easy to do. Just check out the DVDs, a few little tips and close-ups of how I do it, and yeah.
So just to clarify, you don't use you don't open that at all.
Don't pull it back like that. Just hold it and push the ring into it and force it over. You'll pick it up in no time at all. I hope that helps, Freddie. Charlie says, ask the name. There's a few more tips on the lecture DVD. Oh yeah, talking about.
And I'll close it back up.
Hello.
Hey, we're live again. There we go.
Is that a new
Yeah,
one?
it's live.
Yeah, but is it new? No, it looks like it's carrying on. I don't know what happened there, guys.
There
we go. I have no idea what happened, but luckily all the comments are still there. It didn't like it when we said yo. Right. So there's a lot of comments on here.
Yep, Southampton. I sat through Southampton. What football?
Right.
Paint
So,
I'll
bloody
tell you
hell,
what,
still a lot of
they
comments.
should have been falling it up.
Right, so guys, no more comments because we are running out of time now. We're going to do Alex's book corner in a minute. I'm just going to whiz through these comments really fast, so I'm going to speak even faster than I normally do.
Wow, it's half 5.
Yeah, time is getting on.
Isn't it?
Right, okay, this is where we were. So yeah, apologise. It's going to be really fast
Alex!
here. Alex, don't shit, it'll come. Any update on your inflatable forcing dice? No, Nigel, haven't even thought about it since the lockdown. Ottar says, can a spectator hold the glass when using CF dice?
CF dice?
Yeah, kind of, as long as you have a bit of spectator management, but yeah, absolutely. You can even put it into the hand if you manage them right. Charlie says Instagram is limited to 1 or 1.5 hour live.
No good to us.
Andy, can you do Facebook and YouTube at the same time? I can, Andy, but I'd rather not because we lose the quality on Facebook afterwards. Josh says I could help you guys if you want. Thanks, Josh. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I'd love to see Josh.
Instagram cuts off at an hour.
Cool.
Alex says, like the dice pros and cons, maybe the next one you could do with the Rubik's Cube effects. Yeah, good call. Yeah, absolutely.
There is a top 5 Rubik's Cube effects.
Finley
in,
says,
PropDog Magic.
Yeah, Instagram lives when you a portrait, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Help.
yeah.
So the one
Yeah, good, Josh, yeah.
I'm late. Says Max. Yeah,
Max is
come
late.
on, mate.
You've got a note, mate.
You're
You've
almost
got a
at the
note.
end. Almost at the end. Nigel says, have a look at StreamYard for multiple social media streaming.
Okay.
Jonas says, Alex, when are the books are on Japanese magic coming in?
They're in. They've just come in. They've just come in. So
they're
we've
in?
got. Yep.
Yeah.
They're not up here. I think no. So yep, they're both in. They should both be on the website.
Finley says, and also about the Instagram lives, comments overlay the actual video unless you turn them on. Yeah, we can overlay on here like that, but we don't always do it. Josh says you could do Instagram live on a different style, so it looked like the products looking around the shop. Yeah, 2 different lives wouldn't be good though, Josh. Ideally, you want to just incorporate the one in different ways. You can give away debut, says George Grayson.
Got any?
Wait till you find out what Bonslopes means, says Charlie. Good pictures. Ducks Nuts, Alan Newmelon.
Alex.
Any giveaways today? Yeah, might give something away in a minute, Adam. Josh says the good thing about Instagram Live is you add someone to it and talk to them, like Facebook. It's all to do with time, Josh, as long as you've got the time to do it.
Optics is
good. Just been told I can't do children's magic classes till school starts again. Long time. How good is optics? Yeah,
good.
optics is really good. It's a bit knacky but great, says Jason. I've got Definitive
way.
Waste. I've got Definitive Dobson too. I think everyone's got one except you, Alex.
There's only
Junior says,
500. so-
Hello from Idaho. Is there a book or DVD on how to approach companies for sponsorship? Not that I know of,
No.
Junior. We have got the Business Mentality by
Yeah.
Bruce
Yeah,
somebody. That
yeah.
might be something good on there. Check that one out. Just search for Business Mentality. Benji Bruce or something like that. My wife says Barry Green. Andy, I will come to the shop on my birthday and get a lovely cup of tea. You will indeed, and a nibble from Bobo. Chris says, I haven't heard of Tough Tits for ages. New phrase from Mila. Josh Scraperd, I didn't even know that I'm new to Facebook. Chris, she knows that one. Teaching Mila colloquialisms is my favourite thing. Yeah. Andy, come to Shirley for a big shop available and cheap for rent. Could do.
Yeah.
I used to live down that way anyway.
Don't call me Shirley.
Oh.
Things I used to live in Fareham, but then you've got the Magic Attic down in Portsmouth, and you've got Dominic just around the corner. Too much competition. Sean, man, thanks, Dave. Very kind.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
Shirley,
yeah.
Southampton. That's very kind of you, says Sean.
It was just south of.
I thought it was south of Croydon.
Well, it might be different, Shirley. There might be more than one. Adrian, move the shops down south, Dave. Can't. Dominic's down there. Wouldn't be right. Me and Dominic, each
They're
other's
buddies.
Dorset, I can move to Dorset, it's not so bad. PropDog, Adrian, I'm up for that. I'll get a season ticket. Josh, still could be the style of Instagram show. Could be make it different, possibly, yeah. Prop Chien in France, says très bon. Nigel. Walter, any Wonder units still used? Occasionally people use Wonder units.
I like
Confabulations only, Walter.
Confabulation's great.
But yeah, not so popular anymore. Amber, why don't you start a coffee fund where people can actually donate to help with the overheads for the shop? I'm sure lots of people will be up for that.
I'm sure they would.
I wouldn't really like to.
Mike Sullivan
Yeah.
wouldn't
might
want
be
to do
nice.
that.
If people want to do us a favour, just shop with us. That's all I ask. Yeah. Or if you like the videos and you want to share them, then that always helps us out as well. If you want to like them, that always helps. So those are how people can help. Charlie says,
Canada debut. Send the bloke in Canada debut.
good call, Andy. Yes, we should do that, shouldn't we? Yeah. We were watching.
What's the empty hand as well? Have we got any
Oh,
of them?
no, they're the long one. Yeah. We were watching videos earlier of people who had Amazon packages stolen from their porches, and they're putting booby traps in them that explode with glitter and shit bombs, stuff like that. We should send that to him, maybe. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Andy,
One of them was so good.
Mike, can we send your underwear?
Oh, mine. My underwear's clean.
Send the bloke in Canada debut, says Andy Digley. Yeah, we got that one. Agent Tidden, can Mike tell us when Echo will be released, please?
Oh, soon. Again, because of the lockdown restrictions, we can't get the product over. But as soon as Hong Kong released,
As soon as humanly possible.
yeah, basically, just watch this space. It will be here, and it will definitely be at PropDog.
Bournemouth or Southampton, Adrian, says Chris Glanders. Adrian, yep, Southampton. Similar to Conjurer's Choice, Pete. Be nice, Adrian, 15 miles from me. You've got Goshman's Coin Purse.
Yeah, it's gone.
coming
It's
today.
gone, Nigel. It's gone.
Yeah, one's gone already, Nigel, so be quick. Conjurer's Choice is Brill, says
It is.
Brian. The sound effects, says Liam. Put everyone in a giveaway, laugh out loud. Jonas says, after watching that, I need to find my set again. Bought it from Vallarino some 20 years ago in his shop. He had in Nice, in the south of France. Did a gig there once. You're not going to have time to learn all that whilst on the run. Vallarino has both books and videos out, but many of them are not in English, says Jonas. Dan Slater, I borrowed Russian Ring, which was a challenge to load, but made...
It's 3 rings.
Rings. Oh, right. Yeah, they're all right. You can do them. I actually, if I can't get it on for any reason, I just use one of the rings and just do that.
Put one.
But maybe want one for my wedding ring, as it reminded me of the linking rings. Jonas says, I know I've had a start, but I started to learn it 20 years ago. Maybe something stuck. Otter, our stream died for a short while. Yeah, sorry about that, Otter. I don't know why, but at least it's back on and didn't break. We're back. Yes, we're back. We're back. Jinx Sullivan's in the house. Shirley Croydon. Right, okay, there's more than one Shirley in. Apologies for that, Andy. Giveaway debut. Move to Devon, nothing down this way. Very wise, lovely beaches. But to be honest, if I was going to move, I would either move to North Devon or very southwest Wales, where my parents are that way. PropDog, I'm a season ticket holder for West Bromwich Albion.
Nice, Jason.
We're on our way back, says Freddie. Cade Moore, lovely beaches there, says Cade. Skidmark Sullivan, my new nickname. Right, I'm out of breath now, my voice is going. Alex's Book Corner, are you ready?
Yeah, see, now this is why I've made notes, because it's so long.
You would have forgotten.
While you're doing this, I'm going to find something to give away to the guys. So, there we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Just trying to do that. Didn't work. Over to Alex.
Oh yeah, we're going.
That is some of the worst dancing I've ever seen. So we've got lots of new books in, but funnily enough, Mellers spoke to me earlier this week. He didn't ring in to tell me about his book, but it got mentioned. And funnily enough, we've had it on our shelves, and I hadn't read it. So I thought I probably should. And Mel tipped a few nice things in it, and he told me how he really didn't want to give away this material. He reckons it is much better than the first book, although the first book I really, really liked. So I kind of thought he might be over-egging it. And I read it. It's a little bit, it's nice, it's a little bit flimsy. I kind of wish it was a bit sturdier. But the material within this is just comedy, magic, gold. I mean, Mel was right. I can't believe he's given this stuff away. This is his act.
It's a great book.
Basically, yeah. Mike's saying it's a great book. This is his act, and I can only imagine he had his teeth pulled in order to give the stuff away. And what Mel does, if you haven't seen it, he's got this sort of nice old knowledge. So I like it. He still mentions the Boston clip, which is easily the best way if you've got a card to impossible location. If you want a card switch, the Boston clip is brilliant, and there's no reason to buy any of the new modern newfangled switching devices, and it is called the Boston clip. It's been copied a few times, different names, but he uses the right name, and I really like that. And his stuff's effective. It reminds me a little bit of Pat Page's kind of stuff. He's got a running gag, which I think might be a Pat Page method.
Find that hard to say, aren't you?
Yeah, I am finding Pat Page. I can do it now. Mel Mellers, Pat Page. And the routines, they're basically mind reading routines, obviously, because it's his mentalism tour. And I've always said that if you add comedy to any sort of magic, you're gonna diminish the magic slightly. But Mel does that less than anyone I've ever come across, to be honest. He's very funny and he is very magical. He really knows how to incorporate humour within the trick, so it's not like he's doing stand-up in between tricks. They are actually funny tricks. His mind reading banana is a brilliant use for the multiplying bananas. And I think it's how just to add a story to a prop. His mind reading banana is brilliant. I think even Tommy Wonder would have been proud as to what he's done with just that simple gimmick. He's got, I'm just going to have to go through it, Svengali postcards, a brilliant use of the Svengali principle and mind reading, gives you real logical reason. His blackout gag, it gets a whole page on its own. It's just a joke, but it's genius. It's really, really funny. His last chance running gag is amazing, and it runs throughout the show. A big surprise at the end. Perfect match is very good. Mind reading banana I've mentioned. What else is in there? Any impromptu book test. If you're going to do a book test, you can just pick a book off a shelf, and you can do his book test. I mean, you don't get much. It's a very practical method. You probably think, oh,
but it is a very practical method, and that's what all of these tricks are. They're surefire, really funny routines that anyone can do. And if you're ever thinking of going on stage and you're worried about what you're going to do, you could use any one of these 25 tricks, and they will guarantee you a great reaction. Scripts are included. I mean, really, they are probably the 30 best comedy mentalist routines I've ever read, really. Mel, you've really pulled it out of the bag. I thought your first book, The Travelling Trickster, was very good. Am I on there?
There you go.
Yep. So the first book, Travelling Trickster, was good, but I thought actually there were, a few routines didn't hit with me in that book, but this one, it's all very nice. So magic squares in there, and it's easy to do. He does do a couple of memorised deck routines, but again he gives tips on how to an easy memorised deck methods and things like that. So well within anyone's skill range, and if you're going to be doing stage, grab this book and you'll learn a lot from it, and it's wonderful, very nice, easy read, brilliant.
There's one thing you're forgetting.
What's that?
It's Mel Mellers.
It's Mel Mellers.
It's Mel Mellers.
He
Mel
did Wayne
Mellers.
Dobson and Friends at Blackpool one
Legend,
year.
absolute
Fantastic.
legend. You can't go wrong. It's Mel Mellers.
And the last chapter is basically a load of one-liners as well. So you've got you've got the one-liners at the back, so which are really useful if you are stuck for a line or you're creating your own routines. You can refer back to those and twist them if you like. But brilliant. I mean, for such a small book, it's a shame. But I kind of wish it was hardback to last a bit longer and sort of take on your travels. That's the only fault with it, really. Is just wish it was hardback, but it's lovely.
Cool.
It's
Right.
a bargain. It's a bargain. It's £23, which is the same as Ultimate McDonald Aces
And the
or
dice.
TF Dice.
Get them all.
Get
Get
them.
them free.
And
And
oh no, yeah. Cool.
yep, well worth. I mean, you're brilliant.
Got
Right. Well, we are running rapidly out of time. We've
a bit
done
of a
almost 2
theme
hours,
going there.
so we are
Oh,
going
the
to do
Japanese books are in stock and they're very good, and I'll do those next week.
we're going to do a giveaway. We are going to give away this.
Definitive Wayne Dobson.
So, talking about
Yeah,
Ali
you
Cook's
wish.
lecture coming up, which is very soon, I thought, why not give away a copy of The Secret World of Magic? So, Pete Furman and Ali Cook touring around. It has been on TV, really good DVD. We're going to give that away. And we're going to give away Tom Mulliker's Expert Impromptu Magic
good.
Made Easy
I love
Volume
those.
1.
I love
£29 worth. Really good DVD. Well worth giving away.
Not that one.
No, just check this one. It shouldn't rattle.
Not that one.
We're going to get that. Open that while I'm doing this. Right, okay.
We've got the Wiser wallet in stock as well.
Oh yeah. So we finally got the Wiser wallet. We missed the boat on that one quite a few times. Haven't even had a look at it yet. But yeah, that is the Wiser wallet. It is in stock, and yeah, let's have a look at that later on. So just to let you know, we have it eventually. Right. So it's just come out of the clip.
It's one of those annoying bits where we've all had that, haven't we?
DVD case bit is falling out, but it's still fine, absolutely fine. So
We'll put it in a new case.
We could switch the case if we want.
now it's a giveaway. They can deal with it.
All right.
Deal with it. It's a
Live with
really good DVD. 29 quid.
It is good.
There we go. Right, okay, so we're going to give that away. So if you want The Secret World of Magic, we're going to put one... Yeah, choose a card. That one there, don't look at it. There we go. That's The Secret World of Magic. Did they see that? I don't know. I might have shown, I might have flashed it one again. Yeah, do another one, just in case I flash it.
Put them on there.
There, just take one out and just slide it over. Anyone.
Go for this one.
That goes over there. There we are. And another one as well.
That one.
There we go. So, 2 cards. Have no idea where they are, but name the cards. 1 guess only, guys. If the winner has caused 2 guesses, then you'll be eliminated. So,
Boom, they're quick,
yeah.
aren't they?
yeah, just call them out. I'll give you a minute, guys. So, yeah, 50 seconds. And then, yeah, we will see who's won. We'll get in the post. We'll send it off Monday. So, yes. Right, what are you doing this weekend?
Working. I've got videos to sort out. We're making a lot of Wayne's material. We're turning into instant downloads.
Oh, cool.
So I'm carrying on doing that. Been very busy over the last few months. Lockdown has actually helped me out a bit.
And what are you doing tomorrow?
I can't remember. I'm doing something. Give me a minute.
What are you up to, Alex?
Sounds like I might be coming in.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. There's something I'm doing tomorrow. It's pretty important. No, can't think.
Oh, you're not
of it.
going shopping?
There you go. Right, here we go.
No,
5,
definitely.
4, 3, 2, 1. Right, no more guesses, guys. Right, okay. Oh, I suppose I better get the camera out again just to look on here. So, right, let's have a look and see who is right. So, the Secret World of Magic was the Joker.
Oh, I bet nobody's done that.
Let's go
Oh,
across
that's
the
cruel.
iPhone cam on there. There you go. So, that was the Joker. And Tom Mullica was Queen of Diamonds. Right, so let's go over here.
Top.
Stop it now, Finley. Stop it, Finley.
Yeah.
Let's see who got either the Joker
We've
or the
time
Queen of
stamped
Hearts.
it, so anybody putting Joker in after 5:54 is
So
not
look
gonna
out,
win.
you guys look out as well. So
Go on.
Queen of Diamonds, wasn't there Queen of Diamonds last week? I think it was, yeah. So maybe no one.
9 of diamonds is the closest, is it?
9 of diamonds so far. King of Hearts.
Jack
Jack
of
of
Diamonds,
Diamonds.
Adrian, you're
Ooh.
close.
The suspense.
Oh.
It's killing me.
Ace of Spades and 7 of Diamonds. Ooh.
No, the
7
Jack of Diamonds
Spades.
is the one. Queen.
Oh,
No,
Jack of
No,
Clubs.
no.
Queen of
Double
Hearts.
backer. Nice try.
Double back is a...
Benjamin.
What, does he not get? Could he not get the Joker for being...
Joker!
Oh,
Joker!
no,
that was after.
Right, I tell you what, no one's got it. No one's got it, right?
Jack of Diamonds was the closest for that.
Yeah, but the Joker, you can't have the Joker closest, can you, really? There's no closest Joker. So
No, it's a wild card, isn't it? So it
let's
should
do
be
it
the
again.
first person who
Well, I
put.
tell you what, because some people might want that, but not want that. So let's do it again, okay? Do it again. Let's get some other cards, because there's only a few cards there. Let's get some random, because we want to get the same cards again.
Why don't we get a whole deck?
There's a whole deck. Right, okay, we'll do it again. We'll do it separately, though. So if you want Tom Mullica, right, just call this one out. If you don't, because somebody might not be interested in that, or somebody might not be interested in that. So we'll do it one more time.
Isn't Adrian going to be excited about having a Jack of Diamonds?
Well, he didn't get. It was dead.
Sorry,
on,
one
yeah,
close
yeah.
enough, alright, okay.
Let's get another one. Right,
Oh,
so
Mike, you've done that before.
yeah, all right. I'm
You'd think.
going to choose this card over here. So I have
You'd
no idea
think.
what it is. So one more time, we're going to go. We'll do it separately now in 2 lots. So you got 1 minute from now to name a card again. While you're doing that, I'm going to go back and read the comments that somebody called or wrote out beforehand. So let's have a look.
We're going to celebrate the 2-hour mark of this, right?
I
Yeah.
think we've done them all. You've done all the
No, I
comments.
didn't. There's some new ones coming
Yeah, because you
afterwards.
said that one.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
we
sure.
got brilliant live as always, chaps. Look forward to paying you a visit
Yeah,
again
thanks,
soon. Take care.
Nigel.
You're welcome, Nigel. And Pete Meacham was going to visit Friday next week for my birthday, but we're putting it off to later in the year when everything is a bit safer for everyone.
Fair enough.
Especially as touching stuff may be an issue. Okay, Ottar, let's move PropDog to Sweden. Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
call.
okay,
Absolutely,
Yeah, I like Sweden.
Well, when I come over for our little PropDog day out, you can show me this attractions to Sweden, and if I like it, who knows?
And that's it.
Yeah, when I tell jokes, the spectators disappear, says Celtic Wanderer. Right, there we go. And that's it from there. Right, okay. So let's go back down again.
To Joker, because we know that was the last one.
And let's try it all over again.
No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Jason, what are you naming cards for?
Double backer, we've had that one. Finley. Joker.
Joker,
Right,
yeah,
Joker.
right,
So
okay.
after so
Right, so one more time, back over to the close-up cam, and
We're going
this time the card is the 5 of Spades. Is somebody getting excited over here? Okay, 5 of Spades. Let's have a look. 5 of Spades to win the Mullica DVD. 3 of Spades, 7 of Spades.
Can't do a close. It's got to be a bang on, isn't it?
Ideally.
Yeah.
5 of Spades, Kevin Peel.
Kevin Peel.
Well done, Kevin. You are the first, my friend. So, yeah, Kevin has won that. Right, so that's one done.
Email us. I'll keep the 5 out.
Yeah,
so it
we'll
doesn't go
write it down anyway. If
Kevin,
you haven't ordered from us before, Kevin, then do email us in with your address. And let's do one more.
I've taken the 5 out, so you won't
Yeah,
get that.
you can pick it. You can pick it again.
I'll have this one. Yeah.
Okay, so one more card to win the Secret World of Magic, and go for it again. You got 1 minute, guys. Yeah, officially longer. Me and Jake won. We said Joker, haha. Yeah, Mike, but you kind of got to say it before
we get to it.
You know, we show the card.
Before, after the
But
card.
nice try, nice try. Right, so
what's this one? Second one.
Second round, Secret
right,
World
the problem
of
I've got
Magic.
here is that I don't know who's starting for the next one here. Actually, where was the last one we got to? That's a good point, actually.
Is there time?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, good point, guys. Right, so guys, just stop there 1 second. Bit of
Stop. people. It's just
Jason, can you write something like this?
No, hang on. All right, I'm going to write something now. Hang on, where's the keyboard into there? Right, so sorry guys.
We'll give you another minute.
Yeah, the problem
'Cause
is
we don't want to go home.
we don't know.
no, we've got no home to go to. No.
Yeah, we don't know who called what before when. So resubmit your last ones. We'll get you home before 8 o'clock, guys. I promise. So, well organised show. So re-put them in again, and we'll start from where
Now.
I put now on there. Yeah. It's never easy.
If I win, I'll give it to.
We need to find a way to do these competitions where it's quick and easy, and we can just say, right, boom. I mean, we could just choose somebody from
I'm
random.
sure
but
there's
then,
an app
yeah.
where you can pull names, and then it gets.
Yeah, but then if somebody's put loads of comments on, they'll get more chance of winning.
Very
So
true.
yeah, we like you to be random. The Kong of Spades.
What?
The Kong of Spades is Sean Mac. So yeah, apologise this guys. This is yeah, we're still learning the process. Process. The thing.
I like that.
Processor.
Right. If I win, I'll
It's a
give it
great
to
trick. It's a great little trick. As with all Wayne's.
Right.
Magic.
Okay. Well, that'll be about good. Right. So guys, we're going to do this again. We're going to go back over the camera. 4th time lucky. Here we go.
Shall we?
We just like having a long life.
It
is the 9 of diamonds. Right.
Oh,
so,
6 of diamonds. No.
Right, that's where we're starting. We are starting at now. There we go. Right, so 9 of diamonds. 6
Oh, 8 of diamonds.
8 of diamonds. Chris Kelly, you're the closest so far.
Clubs. Oh,
9 of diamonds, Danny Marsh. Well
Danny
done, Danny.
Marsh.
There you go, mate. That was nice and easy.
Danny Marsh.
Oh, right. Well, we got there in the end, guys. So sorry it took a bit long, but this is not exactly a professional show. This is something we put together.
Semi.
With about
Did we put this together?
20 minutes notice before we start. So
Wasn't it?
right,
About
well,
10 minutes
thank
before.
you all for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the live. It is now officially our longest ever live. It gets longer every week.
2 hours.
2 hours. Can you believe that?
Doesn't feel like it, does it?
Sorry, guys.
Not to us. For them it does.
I don't want to keep you too long, guys. But yeah, but there
For
we
them,
go.
it feels like 2 hours.
Well,
for us,
82 people are stuck with us. 82 people are stuck with us.
thank you,
again.
guys.
So thank you. We
Thank
really
you,
appreciate
guys.
it, guys. And yeah, love to all. And we will see
Jason.
you all
Come
next
back again.
Friday.
Bye-bye.